Uh, Yesterday, my impression was that you finished all your homework. Was that correct?
No, I still haven't finished the questions.
Oh yeah, we were a bit slow. Yeah. No, I remember. Now I remember. Yeah, let's continue from there. Right.
Let me find the thing.
Yeah.
I still haven't done the last question.
Let me check what there is again.
Daddy.
Okay, let me see. You are there. You're doing the X. Oh yeah, you haven't finished the X and Y lah. All right, good. Okay, let's try that.
Dia baca dah. It's obek ya.
Okay, Nick. That one you can continue in Jamboard or in the paper. That's up to you. But let us continue. If you forget, please help me. Yeah, please let me update.
This one, right?
Yeah, that thing, right? So you were continuing on, what should you include in your course? You decide. We will justify later. We'll talk about how to present the justification. But you decide first what to include and what not to include.
So the 57960 and 4000 is like just the general car what, but 7105 is the insurance, and the car.
And you decided that's for how many years? Sorry, you decided that's for how many years? 7 years. So let me read the question again. There's a lot of reading here. 7 years. Okay, I agree. Yeah, I thought it was 10 years. Sorry, 7 years. Good. Okay, good. Then you got insurance and anything else that you think should be included.
Probably car servicing. However,
Car
how am I
servicing
supposed to estimate? I
You
mean,
are
the total
absolutely
distance
correct.
driven by Sandy in 2020, 16,000 kilometers.
Yeah,
I can
you can use
technically
that.
estimate that she probably drives
Yes.
around 15,000 kilometers each year, right?
I'll go 17,000. I'll go 17,000, not 15,000. Slightly higher estimate, and that's the rounding up of 16,800, if that makes sense. 15,000 is a round down, right? So, I mean, nothing right and wrong, though. Nothing right and wrong. You decide 17,000, 15,000, 16,000, you decide.
16,000. Okay, I'll do 17,000.
Okay, again, you decide, yeah, you decide because you have to justify later.
Divided by 10,000.
Agreed. That seems like a good idea. And then you probably want to round it up also.
119,000 divided by 10,000.
Yeah. 11.9.
I'll do like remainder, so like that or something.
Sure thing.
So
But
be
even if you
11,
do that, remainder 9, right? Correct.
remainder 9,000.
Yeah. And you still have to decide whether this 11 or 12. You have to decide.
11.
Hmm.
Anyways, the estimate
Then-
goes higher, so technically if I make this one go lower, I should balance it out.
As long as you remember that for the justification. Remember, whatever you answer, just justify. So 11, you have your answer
270 times
for
11.
servicing. 11. Yeah.
Wait, 11.
Anything else to include? Yeah, 11. 11 servicing
Yeah.
in 7 years. That is actually that's not a lot. That's not. 11 servicing in 7 years. Yeah, that's not a lot at all. Definitely not. Makes sense, lah. Okay. Anything else to include, you think?
Nah, nothing.
You're deciding to not include petrol, right? Correct, right?
Yeah, because like it's very hard to do petrol, and also I think petrol isn't really like it doesn't really count in the car cost nor in the maintenance. It's just to actually drive the car.
Before you do that,
And also it's
we're
really
learning,
impossible to even like know it because the petrol prices change thing.
goes up and down. Okay. Now, before you finalize this, right, I want you to try to just estimate so that you know how big the cost of petrol. The cost of petrol, by experience, not by this question, is a very big one. You'll be very surprised how big it is. I want you to just do a random price lah, random
11.
average price lo, 2.1 lah, something like that. Maybe
11.
2.1 for how many kilometers? This is for 190,000 kilometers, right? You'll be driving for that much, and then the petrol price just estimate 2.1,
I think I'm gonna
something like
estimate
that.
1 liter $11.
1 liter 11. What do you mean by 1 liter 11?
Because it says a lot for petrol now.
What do you say 1 liter 11? So I don't get it. So,
1 liter is $11.
no, the graph say dollars per liter is $2. How come you estimate 11? That's very weird.
Oh wait,
That's
I
very
thought
weird
this
to
is
me. Very
this
weird. What
is
talking about?
like in real life or something like that. What?
No. I know from real life that petrol prices, petrol cost is quite a lot. It's very significant. You will see that it's much bigger than insurance, for example. So I want you to at least have an idea before you decide yes or no. That's what I'm saying. As for the dollar per liter, just estimate from the graph. I will just randomly choose somewhere in the middle. Anything is fine. Just choose one number. It's okay, what?
2.2.
2.2 is fine, okay, on the high side. Now, you have to calculate how many liters, right? And then you'll see for
Average
yourself
petrol
how
consumption
big.
of new car 8.2.
What do you do with that?
823 over 100 times what 8.2.
Could you please write that down? I'm very confused by you. Remember this for 7 years, right?
Yeah.
This is already for 7 years.
Wait,
so
that is this
why
one.
are you using? Yeah, I think you should be using that, right? Not the 16,000.
9,758.
Really? Let me confirm. You take
Wait.
100. You take 119,000, right?
Yeah.
You divide by 100.
Yeah.
Times 8.2 times 2.2. Right?
Times 8.2 only.
Then times 2.2. Then times 2.2 lah. Dollars per liter, no?
That is 21,400. Oh my.
Yeah, so it's quite a lot, isn't it? Is my point. That is not surprising to me. And that's for 7 years, you know. So 1 year, 3,000, which is quite a lot. I mean, again, 1 year, 3,000 is quite. Now, regardless of your justification, you must understand that petrol costs are much, much, much higher than insurance or car servicing. And that's normal. That's just how it is. You have to justify including or not including this. You have to
No, not included.
understand. Okay. So like that lor. So now time to first of all state whether it's overestimate or underestimate.
Underestimate. Wait.
Underestimate. Hmm?
Wait.
Daddy, hi.
Hi Kirby. I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I did like half of the homework. Finished up.
Okay. Just show me. We won't discuss it too much, but show me something. Okay, set up your video, everything. If your dinner has arrived, go and eat it also lah. Yeah, no problem.
Can you set it first?
Yeah, yeah.
See.
Quickly.
Um. Should I include petrol?
If you want my personal opinion, I'll give you. If you don't want, you still have to justify. Do you want my personal opinion?
Yeah,
or-
yeah, personal opinion.
My personal opinion, which I have to justify, right? Let's be fair, right? Is we must include petrol, even though the word pay is not something that usually includes a pay for her car, but petrol cost is very high. So we still have to pay also. So paying for her car doesn't make sense if you don't drive the car. That's my justification. So I would say paying for a car should include petrol because you are driving the car, you're not putting your car in. That even makes less sense. So I will take the word pay as pay for everything. Then I can say this is an overestimate. Just to be safe, this is an overestimate. The cost should be lower than what I'm estimating. I think my justification can be accepted. I think. Okay, that's how I would justify my personal opinion. Now you should have your own personal opinion and justify.
Wait, can you repeat at the end?
I know that petrol price is high from the outside, from experience. So I already have the idea that I should include it. Because I think paying for car should include paying for everything you need for the car. Because if I don't include petrol, then I'm assuming the car just sitting there at my home. That doesn't make sense. People buy car to drive. The cost of paying the car should include the cost of driving the car somewhere. That's petrol. I mean, put it another way, you don't include
I mean,
petrol, but you
technically,
include
yeah,
servicing.
you need petrol in order to drive.
Put it this way, if you don't include petrol, but you include servicing, it doesn't make sense, right? Because servicing only happens if you drive it. So if you're driving it, then you should include petrol because you also include car servicing. Insurance, same thing. If you don't drive your car, why bother paying insurance? Why bother? You're not going to have an accident at home. You're going to have an accident on the road. So if you include insurance and servicing, you are driving the car. If you're driving the car, petrol should be included. And that's my personal justification. You must understand it's personal, nothing right. Okay.
Yeah.
You still have to make a decision. I am not forcing it.
Yeah, okay. I'll include petrol.
Okay. Make sure it's your personal opinion and not just because I say it. Yeah. So you will then total up everything. Underestimate, overestimate, justify, and I guess you can call it a day. I would think that you'll probably get at least 6 marks. Okay, 5 or 6. Probably. Probably lah. That's my guess.
Wait, what do you say when like you don't include the decimals like to what?
Oh, okay. Remember the rules for e-math. For dollars, you have to include until cents one. You have to put until cents. Just follow that. So you should put
this thing
0.60.
only says 0.6 and doesn't. Oh, wait, that
0.60
means it's
lah.
just diagram.
0.60 lah.
I was about to say,
you have to write the zero. No, you have to write the zero. You have to write the zero. You have to write the zero.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. And this is appropriate. This is
Now
what you
plus,
do with
now
dollars.
plus it all.
Yeah.
Okay, this one. This one. This is the no. I have to remember which one. This one is the car itself. This one is the insurance. Then 270 times 11. That's the no. This is the money, and this is the money.
I think that's a 4 item, right? The car with the load, right? The car with interest, insurance, servicing, and petrol. Yeah. I think there are 4 items. I don't think there's anything else that you can think.
Okay, wait. 97960 plus 7105 plus 2970 plus 21467.60.
Right, so those are the dollar. Put the dollar sign, please. If that's a final answer, you need the dollar sign, right? Okay. Actually, just for the last number is fine. Right? Yeah, that one. Only the 129 needs the dollar sign. That's okay. What the working doesn't need. Okay. Now, overestimate or underestimate, you state.
2.2 petrol. That must be like a there is more kilometers. I assume she rode.
I think you're assuming on the high side, right? You're assuming that, the servicing is on the high side. You're assuming the petrol is on the high side. I would think that it's on the high side. You're assuming things on the high side. So I think it's safe to say that this is not underestimating.
Yeah.
Kirby, are you okay? Kirby.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, Okay, and again, your mic is acting up. Yeah, like,
Oh, okay. I think I might like buy a mic. Yeah.
Yeah. That is cheap, but definitely worth it. Cheap. Yeah. I don't think it's a connection problem because connection good or bad, the problem is the same one. Nicholas, you gotta decide over or under. Come on, man.
Higher.
Okay, so overestimate. You don't have to justify that, right? Just say state overestimate. Okay, this is an overestimate. Okay, nice.
Not like say
Hey,
price.
you gotta leave some room.
overestimate.
Hey, you gotta leave some room. Hey, so you gotta write static idea. Don't write down there. No, you won't have enough space. You may want to write more. Above, just near the number. Just the near number is fine. Near the number is fine. Near the number. Yeah. Start from below the number is fine. Make yourself more space to justify. You may justify quite a lot. I don't know. So say that this is an overestimate.
I'll put it here then.
Yeah, just say this. Why? Because they say state mass. State means you just say lah. This is an overestimate. That's it. The justification is on the numbers that you include. Now you start to justify low. Why this? Why that? Why that?
Okay, the 97960, that part is definite. And the insurance,
Yeah.
that part is also definite. It's definite.
Yeah.
So these two I know, but it's just these two I have to like guess. So
Justify that.
2970. I
State
see
your
like,
assumption.
I assume that she wrote more on the that she wrote on average more. Wait, do I say the each year she wrote more than 16,833.
You can say that.
Do I say I estimated?
No,
I estimated
assume.
the each year. Can I say it?
Overestimate. So your estimate is?
I estimated
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
that she wrote more than 16,823 each year, including the year that she. So I say like each year. This includes the year that she actually wrote 6,823. Wait, to make it more accurate, can I say like? Wait, teacher. To make it more accurate, can I say like instead of this, right, I put times 6 plus 68,823. Or this is make it more complicated for me.
Hey, Nicholas, I just realized something which is more important than that. Can I tell you that?
What?
When I read the question, I realized that you prompt me just now. You tell me something important just now that he bought in 2022, and the question doesn't tell us which month he buy. It does not. I mean, put it this way. Total distance driven by Sandy in 2022. If that starts in April, that means something very different than if it starts in June, for example. Do you get what I'm saying? That's not a full year. And we don't even know what is the full year. But safe to assume that that is not a full year. Safe to assume.
But
so our estimate
total distance driven by Sandy in 2020.
I know. And he start having his car at April, for example. So he only driving 9 months there, like 2022, because he start to own the car at April. That's a 9-month thingy, 2020. 2020. You get what I mean? I have a bit of problem because I don't know what's the month. I'm not sure whether this is intended
Honestly,
or not. It's very weird.
I feel like we shouldn't overthink about this because if they really say that she's gonna like start April, they would say it specifically, right?
There. I was wondering why the graph start of April. You get what I mean? I was wondering why. See, the graph did not start from January 2020. You might be right. This might be an overthinking. You might be right. Anyway, in exam, I will quickly finish it up and do other things. I'm happy with 5 marks series. In general, I will tell my student, you don't aim for 7, you aim for 6 or 5. That's more than enough. Because when you train to aim for 7, we tend to overthink stuff, take too much time. That's fair. That's a fair thing. Now, this is your first time doing this question. You are right, Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe you should just breathe. Maybe just justify what you can and then just see what the teacher say.
By the way,
My prediction is you get
do I
5 marks, you see. My prediction.
do I say 17,000 times 6 plus 16,823? So like it's more accurate.
No. Because it's an estimate, it doesn't matter too much. You will find that the number doesn't matter, doesn't differ too much also. That one, I would think that you don't need to do that. I would think.
Okay.
I would think 17 times 7 is fine. It's fine. Okay. We already admit that this is an estimate. We already admit that. Now, you decide. This is a lot of my opinion, your opinion. You have to decide. Okay. Kirby, I'm already looking at your work. Now, you tell me which part is confusing from what you're writing. I just want to know, not discussing now.
The equity
The
part.
asset, right?
Huh?
Okay. The asset part first. The asset part, okay. No?
Yeah, I think.
I don't see your working for 30,700 something. How did you get 30,700 something?
It's a percentage thing.
So
I
are
used to
you sure
confuse
you can
people.
work it out? So just to confirm, you can. You did find that.
Yeah.
Same thing with equipment. Just confirming you did work it out yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, clear. Okay, that's all. Then trade receivable, okay, and then there's inventory, which is weird, but like that low. Now that means you have how many items or assets? 4 or 5?
I don't know. I just listed like I don't know, but
You probably missed one, but I guess this 4 is good enough for now. Is this your first time
that's the
listing
part.
assets? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me confirm. Is this your first time? Oh, okay. Not doing that bad. I'm seriously not doing that bad. And I did ask you to not bother with equity. We haven't talked about equity too much.
Oh yeah.
I ask you not to bother too much. But I do ask you to now
I
worry
know
about
that.
liability. Okay.
Yeah.
So you worry about liability. Equity later. It's 3 marks. So 3 marks equity, 3 marks liability. Same thing. What? I think better worry about liability first because it's just easier to understand. Make sense?
Yeah.
Continue your homework. That's all. Continue your homework. Okay. We're not going to discuss too much POA today as promised. Okay.
I'm not sure how to do the like liability part though.
Your mic, I think you're saying.
Oh, I'm a bit confused by the liability part though.
Why are you confused? Tell me?
I don't know. I don't understand. What the other thing is just like the trade payable.
If I were to put it this way, liability is just listing what you owe other people. I guess that's the simplified version. Doesn't that help?
Okay.
Then you just list down what you think you owe other people. Oh, this one I owe other people. List down trade payable. Okay, I'm gonna list that down. If there's any other thing which you owe other people, you list it down. I guess that's the idea, I guess. If that makes sense. Would that be okay, Kirby?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll leave that to your homework. Do you have your dinner now? Do you have your dinner?
Not yet. It's coming soon.
Okay. You decide what to study today. Today you can decide.
You do
Okay.
math or
Just
something.
bring your TOS. Bring your TOS or your textbook, whatever. Okay, cool. Yeah. And Nicholas, I'm talking to Kirby. I'm seeing your work. You're stopping, Is there any problem or not?
I'm still thinking. Like
You're clicking too much to be thinking. Come on. Thinking and solve it, man. Just solve this, man. Tell me what you're concerned about.
I the petrol. How do I
The petrol.
explain
Okay.
how, like,
I
and also
estimated.
have I said enough for the car servicing?
Okay, the car servicing. Okay, estimated she wrote more than no, for 2 years, so 7 years. So that the amount of car servicing will not be lacking. I would say that that's a justification. I'm trying to not under service my car, okay, or Sandy lah. Sandy should calculate so that he's servicing more than necessary. That's what you want from your car. That's one way to think about it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's from my opinion. You seem to like it, you put it there lah. Okay, and then I will just close the issue on servicing already. I will just do that. What I'm saying is that I know the advantage of overestimating. Then my car is in good condition. That's the advantage. I want that. That's what you're saying. Because servicing doesn't cost a lot. Okay, something like that. Now for petrol, there isn't much justification. You acknowledge that the price is fluctuating. So you just choose a higher than average price. It's a random choice, but you chose something a bit higher than average, and then that's it. Look. That's it. Look. Okay. This is just in line with your word overestimate. You're trying to overestimate, not underestimate. So you are doing that, lah, right?
Can I say the price of petrol is always changing?
Sure thing. What's changing? So you just estimate a higher than average one for the whole 7 years. Maybe, yeah, you can take a lot of books, but tell me what's happening in math right now.
I don't know. I think it is on the next chapter.
Which is what?
The I think they're just doing like probability, like
Continuing.
Yeah.
Continuing probability.
The 3.2
Okay.
and
Then let me ask you, do you want to try maybe 2-3 questions from the TYS? The topical one? Okay, let's just do that now. Let's not discuss the next topic further. So
How do I justify why I picked an above average cost of petrol?
okay. Frankly speaking, the justification is because you're trying to overestimate. So let's follow that line of thought. I am trying to overestimate, not underestimate it. So for the servicing one, the benefit is because my car is in a good or a good condition. What is the advantage of overestimating the average cost of petrol? Because in the event of I need to drive more or the price of petrol goes even higher, my budget is still enough. It's still relatively safe, something. I am justifying why I overestimate. Does that make any sense?
Mm.
So you're acknowledging the fact that there are certain cases where I need to drive more, right? I don't know what, maybe. And you're acknowledging the fact that the price can go even higher. You're acknowledging that. And that is a way to justify. That's my personal opinion. You think about it and you write down. Kirby, that is the topic. Yeah, good. Okay, the first question is a good warm-up because they draw the tree for you. Anything that they draw the tree for you is not a difficult question. It's a good warm-up. Do you mind zooming in a little bit for me? Just a little bit. Yeah, your connection is definitely good. Your connection is so good. Right? It's very clear. Okay, thank you, Kirby. Right. Please give it a try. Okay. You may want to complete the tree if that is your thing, right? Because the tree is important, right, Kirby? The tree is the important thing.
Wait, teacher. I say
Mhm.
so. I chose an average cost of petrol, an above average cost of petrol, as it would.
Mm. It will, okay. This you're talking about English, right? You're talking
Yeah.
about English, right? So I don't know whether your English is good, but I'll try my best not to give you a full sentence. Okay, I'm just trying to prompt you so that you can form your own sentence. Would this be fair?
Yeah.
Okay. The idea that I'm saying is that you wanna be ready. You wanna be ready if the price goes up even higher, or if you need to drive. Does that help you with the sentence?
Can you say that again?
Okay. The idea is that you want to be ready, or Sandy wants to be ready if the price goes even higher, or if she needs to drive more, things get busier. She wants to be ready.
Yeah.
Does that help?
Yes.
Think about it and do your English. I need to know your English ability also, frankly speaking. I need to know your composition ability. I need to know. Okay, Kirby, let's just say that is all correct. Yeah, looks about right. It does look about right. Okay, Kirby, with the three correct, the answer should be quite easy. Two blue sweets are taken. Why would you say blue? Oh, I see what you mean.
This is only one.
I will agree with you. I will agree with you. Nicholas, I'm still waiting for the English. If not, I will ask you to think outside tuition, okay? This is taking too long already.
So I chose an above average cost of petrol as it would allow, but it does
Nice.
not
It will
but does
allow.
not explain what. If Sandy still, if you say that Sandy needs to pack more money, if she doesn't use the money, it doesn't explain it.
I'm not sure I get what you were saying.
You
Repeat
said
that again.
that Sandy needs to pack more because I above average cost of petrol because
She wants to be prepared for a higher price, whatever, right? Okay, then.
yes, but what if she doesn't? What if she isn't? What if she's already prepared, right? But she just doesn't use the money, so it will just be that.
Okay. Let me ask you, Nick. That one is easy to explain. That was easy. Have you gone overseas?
No, I mean, yeah.
Okay, tell me where.
Huh?
Tell me where. Yeah, tell me where.
I mean, last time was to Batam.
No, somewhere higher, please, somewhere further.
Taiwan.
Can I
Taiwan,
start
okay.
to-
Okay, Kirby, but let's be quick. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say you go to Taiwan, Nicholas, by yourself lah. Second time you go to Taiwan, your father and mother ask you to go on an adventure in Taiwan by yourself for 1 month. Okay? Let's just pretend that. Okay, to improve your Chinese, whatever. Okay. Then you're gonna budget yourself lah. And frankly speaking, you do not know all the prices in Taiwan, right? You still have to bring some sort of money with you. Would you like to bring more than enough money or under enough money?
More.
You get what I mean? Isn't that the same thing here?
Yeah,
Does
but
that make
what
sense?
if you
If
don't
you
use
do-
it?
Yes, so I ask you, like, in Taiwan, if you end up with too much money, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
You think?
If you end up with too little money, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing.
If you have too much money, what will you do with the money?
Spend more.
That's you lah. So what does Sandy do? Spend more lo? I mean, if that's your answer, you get what I mean. No? It's not a bad thing to prepare more lah. It's what I'm trying to say. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Is that enough of a personal opinion? I'm not even trying to answer the question. It's just my personal.
Yeah.
Beluga ini enggak meletup, tak berlari. Itu ada udara dan kata. Itu ada water. Betah-betah enggak meletup. Ini betah juga. Tapi dia beriak itu. Kemarin dia beriak. Dia macam
Jawab like this. Sandy
Okay,
will pay
I was
more
reading. Yeah. Okay.
money just in case of a higher petrol price and get more petrol when the price is low.
itu.
Oh my goodness. You're talking about stocking petrol, really?
Huh?
You're talking about. Oh, actually, no, you cannot do that. Now, in terms of the justice, so I'll tell you what. I'll tell you why that you cannot do that. Because most people cannot keep petrol. Where would you keep your petrol? It's a very dangerous substance to keep. No, you cannot do it. That makes sense. You cannot do it. It's a very dangerous substance to keep because the vapor itself can catch fire. Believe it or not, you're putting something very dangerous to inside of your car every time you fill up. It's very dangerous. Now, buying more than you need means you have to keep it at home, which just asks for trouble. Cannot. Petrol is very dangerous. So cannot justify until like that. Right. Again, just my personal opinion.
Sini kamu. Apa ini?
Pengen buat mami.
Oh gitu.
Shows an above average cost of petrol.
They'll have mixed me.
Ini tak apa juga ni.
Okay, Nicholas, one more minute, and we have to switch.
I don't know what
you
to
gotta figure
write.
out yourself. I know. Then leave it there. Lo. Now you know what kind of question this is. Now you know. But you see the prelim, the question and the topic just every time one. It's not gonna be petrol.
So
It's not
I
gonna be a
choose
car.
an average and above
It's gonna be a
average
furniture
petrol
lah, or book lah,
as
or whatever
can
lah.
I say like petrol increases every day, like but the price of petrol would steadily increase.
It's likely to increase. Okay. Okay.
Boy, dua orang tidak.
So choosing a higher than average petrol price will help me anticipate that lah, something like that.
Yeah.
You can say that.
Which
You can say that.
Why?
Dua orang tidak wahai salah dia. Tidak.
Okay, I say like petrol prices can suddenly get really high. So anticipate that I put an above average cost of petrol. Because like it happened here, what?
It makes some sense. It makes some sense. Makes some sense.
Okay.
This is not like math, This is more like English. This is really more like English. This is more like argumentative essay or something. Ini.
Oh my god. My correction date cannot behave.
Seems like it. After you paint, you wash it.
As petrol prices can unexpectedly increase, so I use an above average cost of petrol to anticipate that. So now do I just write and now the
Yes.
Missing fucking.
I mean, I will probably stop here. That's it. Let's just see what your teacher say. What do you think? Let's just stop it. This is not a right or wrong question, right? If we can give as many or we don't know. Let's see what your teacher say. Okay, let's see. And then
okay.
we'll practice more of this kind before end of year, right? Don't worry. There's a lot of example for this kind. Okay, let's choose the next question, Nick. So that means we have one question left, which is the graph one. Now, I did say that you should do the graph first.
An above average cost of petrol. I chose an above average cost of petrol as petrol price is unexpectedly increase, so I use above average cost of petrol.
Yeah. Could we later check the answer key first? Okay, Nicholas, Adelio, let's move on. Now, you're supposed to have drawn the graph. Now, you did not do that. A bit lazy, on holiday, Only on holiday.
Yeah,
Okay, only on holiday, please. Yeah, only on holiday, please. I mean, only holiday, I'll turn a blind eye. Now, draw your graph, please. But I won't help you. You gotta draw your graph yourself.
Mana satu lagi? Enggak, kami enggak. Mana tak?
On a 7, this thing becomes really, really weird. Do I say it to 3SF?
Weird, isn't it? Yeah, 3SF is fine. You probably can only do two decimal anyway. So 3SF is 3SF. Get a number and then you just have to plot them. Kirby, where are you? Kirby, where are you?
Yeah. I was like
All right. Okay, then.
about to unmute, ask for help. I don't know how to do this.
Okay,
Right.
can you check first that part 2 is correct? Can you please check first that part 2 is correct? Answer
think
key,
it's-
answer key.
Okay.
Okay, check first. The answer key might be separate, is it? It might be a separate booklet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it might be. So yeah, combine them. Go and find. You'll be needing them, right? Now you'll be needing.
Kita ada yang nggak robot. Tapi bahasa sih.
Nanti kalau misalnya ada bajunya dia nanti bajunya nih. Oh ini bukan bahasa, di sana pen. Beda. Nggak bahasa, ini painting.
X 0.5, Y negative 1.5.
Ini yang
Okay.
X
Oh,
1, Y 1. X 1.5, Y 1.5. X 2, Y 1.5. Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. X
Udah
X,
kata-kata siya bangsa.
X,
Ituringin din yun. Udah bilang kita tapos.
X3, Y
Kita pakai.
1.
Oh, ini sendal aja disebut ya.
Huh? 1, 1, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 2, Sir, X3, 1. Oh, this is the weirdest graph. And
It looks very weird. But if you desmos it, you will see that you're. If you feel uncomfortable, you go and desmos. I mean, we can do this today, so I guess it's okay, but not mine.
oh, it's a weird graph.
But your drawing fine, right? Your plots are okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so get back to it. Come on. Get back to it. Desmos won't help you draw, right?
Okay. X3, Y1, Y1. X3, Y1, Y1. X4, Y 0.25.
Kirby, did you define?
Yeah, I think I found it.
Okay, good. So keep it together from now on, yeah?
X5, Y negative 0.6. Negative 0.1, negative 0.2, negative 0.5, negative 0.6.
Wrong.
Okay, good, Kirby. So we talk about part 2 first. Now, the problem with your working is that you don't give working. I gotta see your working in some way. I gotta see it. So what I mean is this, okay? Yeah, let me tell you what is the working that will help you in what do you call it? Probability. Look at Jamboard, please. Are you? Oh, you're in the Jamboard. Page 6.
Negative
Page 6.
1.5.
Show me your question.
Y, X6.
Show me your I need to see your
Y
math
negative
question.
1.5.
Yeah.
Nicholas, soft down a bit.
Sorry.
Okay. Show me almost everything, Kirby. Show me almost everything. Yeah. Shift a bit to the left. No, you gotta zoom in a bit. Also cannot see. A little bit, a little bit. Yeah, nice, nice. Okay, move to the left a bit, and that's very nice. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I am going to, come on, I'm going to copy. Oh, there you go. Okay, now check out the Jamboard. Now, this is what I want you to do. It's a very simple thing that's very effective. Uh, we say both sweets are the same color, right? So you do this time, you just do this, declare to yourself, it's gonna be R. No, don't move that, please. Okay. I'm gonna move that, yeah. Gonna be, yeah. I'm gonna move that. Okay, sorry, the Jamboard error, yeah. Okay, stop moving it around there. Okay, I'm gonna move it instead. There you go. So Kirby, this is the working that I want you to do for yourself. First of all, you're gonna say RR, GG, and BB. That makes sense? Correct. That's the three option that you're aiming for. Correct? Kirby, am I making any sense?
Yes.
So go and write down in your TYS RRGGBB first. Just write that down. Oh, Nicholas, you're very fast at drawing. My first time seeing you draw a graph. Maybe write down RRGGBB, please.
Yeah.
Right. Now, the reason is because your teacher can give you more marks if he knows what you're doing. If you are wrong, 2 marks is gone right now. Because you're not giving your examiner any idea what you're doing. Understand, yeah? So we are trying to give him an idea so that he knows even if you are wrong, maybe he can give you 1 mark. You understand? Not so bad, lah,
Sure.
Nicholas. Not so
May I have
bad.
a break?
Okay. 5 minutes. I'll see you later. Now, Kirby, the second thing that you want to do, this one is for yourself, is to star this, and star that. Okay. Now, tell me, for the RR, what will you type in calculator? Just checking.
5/10 times 4/9.
I agree with you. And then for GG?
4/10 times 3/9.
I agree with you. Now, the question is this. What do you do with these two? What do you do with these two? Your mic failed. Try again.
You multiply them, right?
No, you plus. You nonsense. That's the problem. We found the problem. We found the problem. Now, if you wrote all this plus 0 or times 0, see, even when you times, you know that something is wrong, right? Right? Then you just eliminate the 0. But even if you write down times, you will still get 1 mark. But because the way you answer, you don't even get the mark. Okay, so Kirby, that's why I want you. For now, please plus and then check whether the answer is correct. Hey, Kirby, are you plusing them? Okay, good. Check the answer key, and then that should be okay.
That's right.
Okay, good. Now close it. Dog ear first. Come on, dog ear. You don't want to find it every time. Just dog ear it or put a pen or whatever. Okay, good. Now leave it aside. For part 3, I want you to write down the letters first. If not, we cannot even discuss. Please,
Okay.
the letters. Yeah, you say that you're very confused with part 3. Then I want to see your letter choices lah. What are RR lah, or those kind of letter choices are what we need. You're choosing RB, makes sense, right? Using GB, that makes a lot of sense. So RB, GB, BR, BG. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anything else? Just to confirm.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I don't know whether you're right or wrong, but you have enough to start typing calculator. This should happen before you type calculator. Just saying. The harder the question is, the more you should do this lah.
I got it. It's one
So?
over five. I made the same mistake. Because I didn't.
What is this?
I didn't.
Oh, yeah. Now, do we need to discuss about that plus times thing?
Or no.
All right. Okay. Why don't we do something else? Probably something that does not have the tree, something that you must make the tree yourself. Probably something like that, right? Or the table yourself, whichever. Okay. Choose one. I'll take a picture and then let's start. Question 2, is that what you want? Question 6. Okay, I'll take a picture of question 6. Sure. Yeah, question 6 sounds good. All right, okay. Do it on paper, please. You will need a lot of space. On Jamboard, also fine. Up to you, lah. Whatever you. Yeah, the tree is probably doable in chat. So that's something. Yeah, this is not difficult at all. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Okay.
Cik Mami tu ni. Cik Mami.
Your tree, please.
Okay.
Okay, good. Kirby, the branches have letters and the branches also have fractions lah. So make sure you put the fractions. Am I imagining things? Your writing is quite nice today.
Oh.
No, which is good. Yeah, good. I like it. I like it a lot. Sorry, I muted. Okay, Kirby, let's say all these are correct. Let's see. Yeah. Then, letter first. Letter, please. I know it's easy, but letter, please. Letter, please. I know it's obvious what the lettering is, but I still want you to write down the letter, please. Okay, the part one is GG. Okay, sure. All right, then you know which one is it. The lettering of that one is BG and GB. I totally agree with you. All right. Okay, good, cool.
Kami tua di cuma tengok tengok.
Too much water nggak bisa. Which one, Mami? Pennya ini nggak bisa pakai water.
Terus di bawah. Nggak boleh lagi ya.
Okay, now this is the presentation that they're looking for, the letters and the fractions. Okay, this is what helps them, give you full marks.
Satu with yeah.
Kasi water tayo. Ito yung beli water standard ya.
Mungkin bisa pakai water ya.
Okay, Kirby. You're correct, is it? Just check.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Correct?
Dipede dia.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. Congratulations. Warm up finish. Now let's do something harder. You choose, I'll copy, and then Oh, 7 is just hard, right? 7. 8 looks fancy. They look very fancy, right? But remember, no matter how fancy it is, a 3 might help, okay? A 3 might always help, right? So which one are you choosing? Oh, fancy, all fancy.
Kami tidak taruh orang ya baru. Kami tidak sekarang.
What's your choice, Kirby?
Kami dah bisa.
Let's choose 5. I'm gonna take a picture. All right. Okay. Let's go for it.
Dari ada.
Hisham dan Tek.
Apa tadi?
Okay, good, Nick. All right. The drawing. Yeah. I won't complain. The drawing is reasonable for them. Now, use your graph to solve. Okay. All right. Let's go. Okay,
X
Kirby.
plus 3x
Let's give it a try.
equals 6.
Yeah.
Let's give it a try.
Okay. 6.
If they don't say use a 3, you should still consider whether it's useful or not. Okay, Kirby?
Teacher,
Yes, Nick?
they say use your graph to find a solution of the equation that in the range 0.5 x7. If 6 is the y, right? But it cannot get. It's only until here.
Okay, let me explain to you what it is, right? So be careful, Nicholas. I don't think you understand what the question is saying. Why?
It's
Look, this is original, right? This was the original guy. This one is not the original at all. They are so different. Make sure not to miss them.
Oh,
Be careful.
oh.
You need an original if you want to use the graph. The question did say use your graph lah. But the question they give you is not original. That doesn't make sense.
Right.
Wait,
To do.
this one is literally just x plus 3 over x equal 5.
Fair enough, sure.
So
So
if it's equal 6, it's just a plus 1. So all they want is this part.
I don't know, Nicholas. I don't think that that's how it works. But I really then I don't know. Then if this number is 7, how? Then what? If this number is
Well-
10, I don't get the logic. Actually, I don't get your reasoning. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Wait. Oh no.
Anyway, even if your reasoning is correct, you still cannot find the answer. I mean, to be fair,
Yes,
right?
it's
You're right. No,
correct.
there's no
Yeah,
shape.
my reasoning is correct. Wait,
Okay, then what do you do then?
Is it correct?
Then what do you do?
Wait.
I don't know, Kirby. I don't think so. I don't think so. Hey, Kirby, we're not starting. Do you need some hint, Kirby?
Can you make the thing bigger?
I will. Sorry, just now there's an error. Okay. So Nicholas, because I'm concerned that we won't make it until the last part. Okay, so Nicholas, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna do it first. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want the original. So what do I do? Right? Very simple. First of all, I will do something like 0 equals to 6 minus x minus 3 over x, because this one is a little bit more similar to the original. Okay. Then I will do minus 1 lah, just to make it exactly original. Minus 1 minus 1. And then I will have minus 1 on the left hand side equals to 5 minus x minus 3 over x. Now this is now original.
Oh, okay.
Now you are supposed to do this, just saying this is not an option, this is not my personal opinion. They want to see this because that means they know you understand. Okay. So now your job is to draw lah. You're going to use your graph. So what are you supposed to do? You still have to draw something on the graph. If not, you're not using the graph. Okay, looking good, Kirby. You're not drawing a tree, but I guess I understand what you're saying. I still understand. Kirby, I lost your video.
Huh? Oh, my phone ran out of battery.
Okay, teacher, I get it. I get it.
Do
I
the
get
same
it,
trick.
I get it. Oh, I
Do
get
the same
it.
trick. Do the same trick. Okay. Yeah, Nicholas, after you write down my working, you got to go back to your graph and draw something, okay? I'm still waiting for you drawing something in your graph.
You need to draw a line.
Hey,
Don't you?
oi, minus 3 over x. Come on. Minus 3 over
yeah.
x. Come on.
Belum simpen atau enggak? Buang. Oh, tangannya jangan gitu.
Okay. Now tell me
Yeah,
what
we
you're
need to draw a
gonna
line
do.
here, right? We draw a line.
Yes. Where? Tell me where.
-1.
Wonderful. And then you're supposed to do something after the line drawing.
Label.
Okay. You gotta circle the point. You gotta circle the points, and then you gotta write down some decimals here. Here first. Write down here first. You gotta work out the decimals here, and then you transfer it to your working. Just saying this is what they want. This is like showing them that I am using the graph. I am not looking at my friends working or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So write some decimals for these 2 points.
I bet it's like 0.51, something like that.
I guess so. It looks like it, I guess. You gotta write something.
I'm just gonna guess it's like 0.5. 0.51.
which is what you need to guess. All right.
And it's gonna be like 5.45.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you decide. Okay, then those are your two answers. All right. Now, part D, please.
Let me write
And then part 3. Come on, come on. We gotta go.
0.51, 0.51, wait, 5.5.
Something like that, I guess.
Wait,
But you
let me
gotta say
actually-
x equals to. You gotta say x equals to. You must have x equals to.
X equal or X equal, yeah. Now I put both.
Okay, I'll show
right?
you a neat trick.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's okay. No, it's okay. Done already. Now I'll show you a neat trick. You're gonna do this in calculator, and you're gonna see how well you estimate. Put this in calculator.
Like what? Well,
Like 0.51 plus 3 over 0.5. 0.51. Replace the x
0.51.
with plus 3 over 0.5. What's the answer?
Do I put it like the original?
No, the original is here on B. You're going to answer on C. The original is C right now. C.
Oh. Wait,
The answer is not exactly 6, right? But how close is it?
392, like a point decimal.
Let me see.
It's a decimal. It's close enough.
I think it's okay lah. I think it's okay. So check the other one. Actually, there was quite a bit of. I mean, what else can I do? I think you should answer.
Okay, now this one is quite decently accurate.
Then you're happy, right? You're happy now. You get what I mean? If
Yeah.
I have time, I will adjust my 0.51 here. I will try.
Okay, I think I'll adjust it to like
A bit. I don't know. Maybe adjust a bit here. A little bit only, yeah, just to be nice.
Oh no, that's
I think 0.5 is worse, right? 0.5 is worse.
yeah.
Yes,
worse.
Kirby, can you do the?
I'll do
Kirby,
0.55.
No, Kirby, no. Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Use the
0.55,
power bank
0.55.
thingy. I was waiting for the power bank.
It's still charging. It's not on yet. It's gonna take a while.
Okay. Anyway, I don't know you're working. I do not know you're working.
The first side
And
for C, I did
by the way,
put 3 over 8 times 3 over 8.
okay, let's talk about A. Sorry, let's talk about A. Yeah, I think your A is really wrong.
Why?
First of all, you didn't do the letter thingy. I need to know what you're thinking using the letter thingy. In this case, it's not a letter, but it's a number, lah. Right?
Oh wait, yeah.
You're gonna write for me. Yeah, you're gonna write for me, man. Something. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The mistake is because you didn't declare what you're thinking. Come on, man.
Oh.
Declare what you're thinking. I want this and that, something.
Okay, teacher, I got it. It's very close now. Like it's like
Good.
It's like 0.0000.
I like it. You get what I'm saying, Nicholas? This will help you ace it, lah. You got what I'm saying? Oh, man, it's wrong. Okay, you do part D first, Nicholas. Come on. We gotta go to part 3. Come on. I want to go to the hardest part. Come on.
Okay, on the green part B,
Kirby?
draw the line.
Okay. First of all, this is spun once. I don't know why there's a 2-4 and a 4-2 already. I'm very confused.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
Come on, man.
A 2 and a 4.
Okay, first of all, this is 2 and 4, correct? Right? So tell me, 2 and 4. Tell me, are you going to, because 2 is 1 over 8, correct?
Yeah, it's 1 over 8.
4 is also 1 over 8. So tell me, it's going to be 1 over 8 times 1 over 8 or 1 over 8 plus 1 over 8? Which one? Which one?
1/8 plus 1/8.
Okay,
Teacher.
and that's the second mistake. It's still a standard mistake for you, right? You still don't think about the plus and times enough, lah. It's not. It's not. We still have to kind of. We still have
How
to
do
think
I
about it.
draw the line from x plus 2y equal 4 again, teacher?
Teacher, am I correct?
That,
Teacher.
I don't know. You should check the answer key.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, sure.
Teacher, how do
Only
you
for part
draw
A,
the line
please.
again?
Yes, Nicholas. You're talking about part D1 or what? Oh, you
Yeah.
don't. Oh my goodness, you don't know how to draw. Like, come on, come on.
Forgot.
Y equals to mx plus c. So either you find the gradient and the c. That's one option. The second option is just figure out 2 points. You have 2 options here. Either find the m and the c, or just two random points also enough.
Oh wait,
one.
okay, so the 4 is a C. I mean C. And the C is
No,
the
you're wrong
Y
already, lah.
intercept, right?
You're just wrong. Yeah, you're just wrong. C is not 4. You're just wrong.
Wait, I'm looking at it wrongly.
You're just wrong. You're just wrong. For B, I need to see your working for B and C. The final fraction doesn't help one. Come on.
B and C. Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah, where's
Four,
the
two, Y.
where's the? No, I know, but you gotta type down. For example, this is 2 and 4, right? For part A. So for part B, I need to see your thinking.
No, for part B, it's because it's spun twice, you know. So you.
I know. So
1/4 times 1/4. Because there's no replacement.
Ayo, let me put it this way, lah. Let me put it this way, man. This is gonna be 2, 2, 2, 4, 4, 2, and then 4, 4. And I don't see this, man. I
Oh
don't see
yeah.
this. Kirby, when are you going to change? I seriously think you're missing a very important part here.
Yeah.
Do this, please. Do this, please. Now, I won't tell
Okay.
you another time, okay? If you don't do this again, I won't tell you already. Clear, yeah? That's it. This is my
Yeah.
final reminding of you. Okay? If you don't get it, you don't get it. One. That's it.
Okay, C is the Y intercept. So 2Y is the Y intercept. So 2 has to be the Y intercept. And
I agree. The gradient is
then the X, the MX. What's MX again?
Two, 3, 4.
M is the gradient 0. The gradient is 0. What does it mean if the gradient is 0? I mean 1.
the gradient is
one.
minus 1. The gradient is minus 1. Goodness me. Nick, you forget everything, isn't it? Oh, come on, man. We're not going to hit the last one like this. Hey, only for holiday, okay? You're very slow, you know? Only for holiday, okay? Starting next week, no more, okay?
I don't remember how to draw the line.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's negative half. There you go. Negative half. That's the gradient. Okay? As you see. Okay?
But sure,
Is this
the
okay or not, Nicola? Yes, Kirby?
answer that I get from doing what you told me to do is different from the answer in the answer key.
Okay, look, come on. Let's work it out. Okay, let's work it out. Nicholas, if you cannot draw the line, let's just forget about it. Okay, let's just forget about it.
Wait, so that means
Okay.
C. That means 2.
If
is
you
the
just
Y
don't get it.
intercept.
Yeah, and to draw a line, you need 2 points. That's all the logic is. It's a very simple logic. To draw
When
a
how do
line,
you
you
find
need 2
X? I
points.
forget how you find X.
Just put a random X. Just put a random X is fine. Be an A-math student. Come on. Just put an X equals to 6 or something. It's fine one. Just
X
put it
equals
and
6?
find your Y. Yeah, just put X equals to 6 and you'll find a Y. Don't make me repeat myself, man.
Okay. Wait, what I have to make the
Just
y
do it, man. Just do it, man. Just
X
do
equals
it, man.
6 is -1.
Yeah, so the y is -1. No? Come on, you have your 2 points. You have your 2 points already. One of them is 6, -1. Okay, Kirby, tell me for 2, what do you do?
2,
Yeah, for
is
2, what do you do? Tell
1
me.
over 8 times 1 over 8. 1 over 8 plus
Totally
1 over
agree.
8 times 1 over
Plus or
8.
times? Times or plus? Times. Okay, then 2, 4.
Then 2, 4 is 1 over 8 times 1 over 8.
I think you're correct. And then the rest also the same, right? Okay, everything is the same. And then what do you do with everybody lah? What do you do for everybody? Your mic is acting up so badly.
Right?
Yeah, I cannot hear you just now. Repeat again.
Plus. Hello? Plus.
Yeah, you're correct. You're correct. I'm checking one more time. Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
19 over 64 from doing that. But the answer key says 1 over 6. 1 over 16.
Okay, that's done.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I don't know how you type your calculator, yeah. I really don't know how you type a calculator. This is 1 over 64 plus 1 over 64 plus 1 over 64 plus 1. Just type your calculator properly, please, Kirby. I agree with the answer key.
1 over...
The x coordinates. So 1.1, 2, 3, 1.31. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, you got it correct.
Yeah, so what happened, Kirby? Come on, what happened?
4.5,
I put
6,
1 over 8
7,
plus 1.
4.567.
I did 2 over 8
Yeah,
plus 7.
yeah, just settle it properly, yeah. Settle it properly.
Yeah.
For part C, if you do not know what I asked, I will not correct you.
Part C. Okay.
Yeah, part C,
Teacher, do I
Kirby.
say x equal this or x equal that, right? So yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, Nicholas, again, to enhance your answer, you can do something. Okay. What can you do to, make sure that, where are you going to put it in?
Try did
Are you
it.
going to put it in the line? Yeah, Kirby, and then use that, please. And use that.
It's the... I drew a tree, but it's on
Put
my
in there. So like the 1.31.
Okay, Nicholas and Kirby. Yeah, that's fine, I think, Kirby. Nicholas and Kirby, you have 1 more minute, yeah?
No, I don't need to enhance my answer. I'll do it later.
Okay. So Nick, we probably won't have time for the last one, right? Okay, that's why I say you're very slow today. Actual solution, no. Okay, good. Now observe what I'm doing. There is no original. It's the same logic concept. There's no original in the question. I think I better invent the original or make the original, so to speak. Okay, and how do I do that? Oh, no, it's a continuation. I'm sorry, it's a continuation. Okay, yeah, so these values are, I'm sorry. Okay, Kirby, I will see you tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Tomorrow is something important to talk about. So I think I have to talk about it after our session, so at 9 p.m. Would that be okay?
Okay, sure.
Give me around half an hour. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Right. Joshua, I can see you. Please on your video first, and I will be with you shortly. Now, Nicholas, hear me out. I will only say this once. This is this value. So he's referring to what happens on top. What happens on top is I am equating this line with the original. Here's the original, the graph, right? 5 minus x minus 3 over x. And this is my line. And I get the two answers by equating them or crossing them. Am I making any sense?
Yeah.
So basically, I am equating the original graph with the line. This is my first step. Understand?
Yeah.
Make this into what they want. They want the right-hand side equals to 0. So do that and then adjust, and you will have your A and B. That's it. If you get it, good. If you don't, we still have Sunday. I guess we can
I
talk
get
about
it.
it on
I
Monday.
get it.
See you and enjoy your holiday.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, Joshua, I see. Okay, tell me what you're doing, Josh.
I got papers from my teacher.
This is physics. Okay, understood. So like this paper is like for the holiday homework, something like that?
Yeah, I have 3, but I'm just gonna do like 2. She won't check. So I'm just gonna like, yeah.
Stop there for what? No, stop there for what? No, stop there for what? Stop there for. Okay, because I see that you're doing that topic again. We're not forward looking, right? We're not forward looking. So just stop there for what? Just stop there.
Yeah.
He won't check anyway, right? That's what you're saying, what?
Yeah, she
So
won't
it's your
check.
own practice, lah.
Yeah.
Take it this way, lah. You can practice this anytime, and you can practice this now, or you can practice it near, I don't know, prelim for this topic only. I'm only concerned about this particular topic right now, which is not forward looking. I think if you want to practice, can you practice something that is more forward looking first, lah? Then you can go backward if you want. Would that
Alright.
make some sense?
Yeah.
For example, here's static electricity and here's electric circuit. I will argue that this is more useful, right?
Right. Okay.
Makes sense, yeah? Makes sense. All right, good. Testing, can you say something? Testing.
Sorry, hello.
Okay. Yeah, I think I lost one of my headset. Okay, now I got it. Okay, wait. Before that, any working from your exam?
Work, for what? Which one?
You know, remember,
Oh.
chemistry and physics, right?
I
Remember?
sent you physics.
Oh no, physics. So you sent me physics last time,
No,
right?
chemistry,
Wait,
no, not yet. I didn't have it yet. On the last day,
Chemistry.
she was just passing around the marks paper. She hasn't given us yet. Which is a shame.
So I still
Yeah.
cannot confirm whether it is a
Yeah.
surprise thing or not, lah. I still cannot.
But,
Okay.
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 I think next week or next week. I can't promise you next week.
No, of course. You don't have to
Yeah.
promise me. I'm just itching, lah. Just
Yeah,
itching.
I understand.
Now, for this homework, we have physics. And then I want to talk about your general holiday homework first. Is there any other holiday homework?
Chemistry?
Have you done it or something?
No. No.
What's the topic?
Energy.
Energy. No, it's not very difficult, right? You can do that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Any other homework which is giving you trouble? Just want to know.
If you would count my humanities, no, and my mother tongue.
Okay. All right, sure. Then let's just focus on forward-looking topics lah in physics. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. Can you do this? If not, I will want to explain immediately.
I think I can. Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Okay, Josh. No, okay, I'm gonna train you. Okay. This is because this potential difference thingy is very common concept. It is very advantageous if you can just do it in your mind. Now let me show you. The answer is 4 volt. The answer is 4 volt. Stop in
the thing, the proportion, right?
Yeah, the proportion. So I'm dividing 6 volt between these two resistors. That's the concept one. How I divide them depends on how big the resistors are. And the resistor ratio is clearly 2/4, Very convenient for us. The answer must be 4 volt. Now, I want you to know this before you do it because it is internalizing the concept. This is specifically what I'm requesting you because this happens just so many times. Do you
Right.
understand why I say it's FOVO? You're saying it's FOVO, correct?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Right.
Okay, then you do your working so that you get 4 votes. This is very different from what I ask you to do usually, right? So please do that. How do you divide the 6 vote?
Right.
Okay, you're gonna times a fraction, right?
Yeah.
The fraction should be on the bottom. Yeah. It's better if you put 400, 600.
Right.
400
Okay.
ohm, 600 ohm is more revealing, and then
All right.
4 ohm.
Okay.
Okay, that's the working. Once you understand how to divide in your mind, the working becomes very easy one. Okay. Okay. Now that's what I want you to do every time there's a potential difference. You'll see later one.
Uh, Thermistor.
Do you know what's a thermistor?
Like the one with, like where you can like it's a variable.
Oh, this question is very deep. This question is very deep. Okay, you gotta understand this one. Okay, let's go to Jamboard. Now, this one I have to explain first. Might as well. What I'm about to do is another technique which you need to master. If you master this technique, every question in this regard will be very easy. And I can tell you that they like this kind of questions a lot. I'm going to show you what it means. Now, in Jamboard, page 6, I believe. Tell me when you're in.
I'm in. Wait.
Okay, now I'm going to just draw the circuit.
Okay. Okay.
200 ohm and then 400 ohm. Now, the issue with these resistors are they are fixed. They are fixed. Now, what does that mean? If they are fixed, that means the voltage division. For some
It's fixed.
reason, we always want to divide for it. Yeah. So the voltage division is fixed. Now, why is that bad if we want control? Now, what we want is like this, to keep the temperature steady as it is used to keep food hot at a constant temperature. Now, a fixed division doesn't help us a lot. Because a fixed division simply means in this case, the heat emitted, remember every one of the resistor will emit heat, right? Correct or not?
Yeah.
The heat will also be fixed. Now, that is not good according to thermal chapter because as the temperature increases, you want to give less heat. Correct or not? You want to give less heat. So the heat must not be fixed. In fact, the heat must reduce. So one more time. The heat must reduce as the temperature outside increases. That you must already understand from the question. This one is not electric circuit. This one is really more like reading the question and understanding what it means. Please tell me if you have any problem first.
Heat decreases temperature out. Is it because more heat is being given out and then the more hmm. No, I don't get it.
Okay. Yeah. Again, this has nothing to do with the circuit. I'm gonna draw. Tell me where's point P and Q. Sorry. Actually, I don't know what's point P and Q.
Point
I cannot see the drawing.
Here. Sorry. Here.
Okay. So P is here. Q is here.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna erase all that. Eraser. right? And then I'm gonna connect a heater. What is a heater? Let's say you don't know. Let's just pretend it's an oven. So that oven. The heater is the oven. Huh? This oven. Okay, sorry. One thing that you learn in electric circuit is that whatever appliances you're connecting, oven la, aircon la, fan la, light la, whatever, it's basically just a resistor. It's just a resistor. So this oven or this heater is
It's
just a resistor.
really
Just a
high it has really high resistance.
Probably
Yeah.
very high resistor, but you don't even know how high it is. You just know that hey, it should be high. Well, yeah, makes
Should be
sense.
high,
And
yeah.
they don't bother to tell you also. They also don't bother to tell you.
Mhm.
So now I'm drawing a resistance, which I don't know what, but this is my heater.
Okay.
Correct? And this heater will, of course, produce heat lah. According to your electric circuit also, the heat produced is definitely IRIT lah, or VIT, whichever is beneficial, or V square over R. Is this making any sense?
IRIT.
Tell me that you have not seen this formula before.
No, I've not. Any of them.
Okay, so that's why. It's very simple, very easy to fix. You will notice that most topics in physics do not have so many formula. The sound one have 3 at most. I don't know. The Newton law have 2, I mean F equals to MA, whatever. Right? The difficulty is not in the formula itself, the difficulty is usually in the concept. This chapter breaks that rule. This chapter has so many formula. So many formula. So I'm going to explain this one. This happens to be one of the most important one. Power in electricity, keeping it simple, is VI. No question is entertained. It is V and I. Simple. So
V times I.
V goes up, power goes up, I goes up, power goes up. Is V times I. Yes.
Okay.
So far so good?
Okay.
So this power in electricity is a new thing lah. So we just memorize that. So heat is energy ma. So if it's energy, electricity, we just have to times T lah. Let's put that. G.
Right.
Simple.
Okay.
Okay. So far so good. Now regarding power, if you combine it with Ohm's law, if V equals to IR, then you'll have the 2 other variations, or IRI.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, makes sense.
V
Yep.
becomes IR.
Yep.
Becomes R. Or another variation, which is V square over R. This one, you look at it first, just to make sure that you understand.
You place the I, right? Because
Yeah.
goes to
You press the R.
I.
Correct.
So I equals to I. Wait, no. Equals to V over R times R times V over R, then one of them cancels. And then we get
Yeah,
V
something like that lah. Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now most people have their favorite lah. And most people will not choose V square over R. It looks so hideous, it looks so weird. People's favorite, personal favorite is VI or IRI. Most people choose VI, simple stuff, because they memorize. That is the mistake. You have favorites. Once you have favorites, you're not flexible on it. Once you have favorites, you will just do your favorite or bend the question to the favorite. However, the meaning of these 3 variables, the 3 variation, is exactly like your A math trigo identities.
Yeah, trigo, yeah.
You don't choose your favorite. That's nonsense. You choose what is suitable to the question.
It's like cosine rule.
Yeah.
Cosine
Correct.
trigo identity.
Cosine rule, same. You have to choose the appropriate ABC. Sine rule, same thing. You have to choose the 2 appropriate one. You don't choose your favorite. You don't play favorites. You choose based on the question. If you understand that, then I'm telling you right now, VI, IRI, and V square R are to be chosen based on the question, and I'm going to tell you how exactly to do that. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay, now, I'll say it for now. This question will definitely benefit from V square over R, and I will now explain to you why. Now, the R here will refer to the R of the heater loop, okay? And the R of the heater is fixed as with any other, resistance,
Right.
okay? The V itself is VPQ, correct? Which is to say, currently, the VPQ is also fixed, currently. If V is fixed, R is fixed, I must be fixed. So currently, the heat from the heater is fixed, which is the problem. So far, so good.
Right.
Now enter thermistor. Here's a thermistor. Thermistor is a very special resistor. Now let me tell you, whatever special resistor there is, one thing for sure, they are never fixed. A thermistor is not fixed. A variable resistor is not fixed. An LED, correct? An LED is also not fixed. That's the point. The point is every other resistor is that they are not fixed. They will change based on sound. That's the point. That makes it very confusing to some people because they cannot handle the changing. I don't want things to change. No, you don't do that. Okay?
Right.
Now,
Okay.
you got to memorize that thermistor changes like what? Because the question does not tell you. And that's very important. You got to memorize how the variable resistor changes. And you got to memorize how the LED or the light dependent resistor, so LDR, changes. We're just going to worry about thermistor for now. But mark my words, you will have to memorize how they work. That's part of syllabus. Now, you don't know how thermistor works, so I'll tell you. As the temperature surrounding the thermistor, the temperature surrounding goes up, the resistance of the thermistor goes down. It's an inverse proportion, down, up. You have to memorize this. I tell you now.
Okay. Okay.
And now,
Okay.
the question asks you to consider changing this or changing that, where you have a 50-50 chance of getting it correct. Okay. Now, since it's only 50-50, I'm going to change one first. Okay, I'm going to change this to a thermistor. My hope is very clear. I want to change the voltage here because I have no hope of changing the resistance of the heater. The heater is not supposed to be opened by me. Even if I'm an electrician, I'm not supposed to open the heater and modify it. Let's just stick to that rule. I can modify the circuit going into the.
But
That's
not the
a
heater,
safe deal.
the material,
Not the
etc.
Unless he specifically say I should fix the heater, unless the question say it. Okay? Because if the something is very complicated, let's just say that we don't have enough experience to know changing a component will cause what problem. We don't know. But if we change the outside circuit is simple enough. We can predict what will happen. Okay? That's just a normal logic that you can rely on for O-level physics. Okay, yeah? Now, so to make that clear, I have no hope of changing the R. I have some hope of changing the V. I can then affect the heat that the heater is out. If that's my goal, I already chosen V square over R because I just going to focus on V and R and not the I, keeping my life.
Okay.
If my V goes up, the heat of the heater goes up. If my V goes down, the heat of my heater goes down. Simple, right?
Because I is the same? No,
The
because
I
power
doesn't matter.
Power is the same.
I'll talk about the I later, but the I doesn't matter.
Because
I'm
energy
serious,
is
the I doesn't matter.
Right.
Because the energy is V square over RT. And if you talk about I, you're talking about, hey, remember there's an I hidden, You know that the V over R comes from I, man. But I don't want you to think about I because I is not very convenient in this question. If you just think about V and R, I will resolve itself in the background. You don't have to worry. Same thing like in the cosine rule, you don't have to worry about the other two. If you choose the right form, you'll be done. For sine rule, the same thing. Out of 3, you choose 2. You don't worry about the third one.
Right.
Same thing with the trigo identities, the cosine 2a. You don't worry about the other form. If you choose the right one, the other form is there, but you don't have to worry about them. Okay? So if you worry about I, it's because you like I. You don't like V. And frankly speaking, you don't like V squared over R. You don't like it at all. Get used to it.
Okay. Right.
Don't think about I. Okay? Now, here's the heat. The heat is V squared over RT because energy, my energy, heat, yeah, that's why I just use V squared R over V squared over RT. Okay? The R is fixed. The T doesn't matter one. The V square is what I can change. So I only say if I change my V square, I will change my heat. So V goes up, heat goes up. V goes down, heat. Okay.
Okay.
Here is how I change the V. He's asking me, should I put it here? So here's a thermistor. Remember in this thermistor, the thermistor is affected by the temperature outside.
Right.
When my temperature goes up, my resistance of the thermistor will go down. As a result, please think the VPQ will go up or go down.
Go down.
Go down. And if my VPQ go down, the heat output will
Go down.
go down. Now think from the start. The thermistor sends the temperature from the oven. The temperature is going up. He basically does something which causes the heat output to go down. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
If you want to keep the food, no, it's not. It's a bad thing.
If you want to keep the food at a what? Sorry?
Hot. If you want to keep it hot, it's a bad thing.
No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Now, this is no longer the circuit. This is now talking about the temperature interaction. Okay, so this question is very difficult because suddenly he talks about 2 different concepts. Okay, so why is it good? I have to explain now, not using electricity. Right. So when the temperature, okay, good. The temperature goes up because he receives some heat from the oven, correct? So from now, let's say just now, oh, I'm sorry. He wants a constant temperature. This is an easy way to explain. He wants a constant temperature. Let's say the constant temperature is 40 degrees. Let's just pretend. Okay. Suddenly, for some strange reason, 40 degree becomes 41 degrees. See, temperature goes up. Temperature goes up. For some strange reason, and you acknowledge that I don't want 41. I want 41 to go back to 40.
Okay.
Correct? So, the thermistor, sensing the temperature going up, reduces the R so that the heat from the oven goes down. Hey, 41 goes back to 40. Correct?
Thermistor, temperature goes up,
Because of the 40 to 41, don't know why.
right? And then
Resistor goes down, VPQ goes down, the heat from the heater goes down, dropping 41 back to 40. Good one.
Right. Okay.
If 40 to 41, then you know it causes the heater to go even higher. Then 41 will become 42, which is not what we want.
Okay.
You still don't get it. That was the end of the explanation.
Okay. Temperature goes up. Resistance goes down. Voltage
VPQ goes down.
Yeah.
Heat output goes down.
Goes down. So then it won't
Because
heat
of
much any further. So
the
temperature will go
oven,
down.
the oven will actually reduce his heat out. So that
Right,
therefore the
okay.
food doesn't become even hotter, but the food actually becomes cooler by a little bit. I dropped back to hot, which is good. Good luck. That's what we want. Imagine the other way. Let's say the food suddenly becomes 39 degree, right? Don't know why, maybe somebody opened the oven or something. Can you imagine it? Opens the heater to check the food. That happens all the time, what? Right? So what happened? Because of the opening of the oven, temperature goes down. Correct? Temperature goes down. Temperature goes down, the thermistor sends, the resistor goes up. Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
VPQ
Goes up.
goes up.
Heat
Heat
goes
output
up.
goes up, and therefore returning the 39 back to 40.
Oh wait, so is it like just a constant? Does it have a specific temperature? So different thermistors, different temperature.
Doesn't matter for this question.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just shortcutting. I'm so sorry. Of course, it matters in real life, but you have to choose the proper thermistor. But in this case, as long as you get this logic, the other detail, the other practical details, they don't get that much. Your question is very practical. I just want to focus on the core concepts.
Okay.
In reality, of course, you got to choose some thermistor over the other. Some thermistor work on 180 degree, some thermistor work on this degree and that degree. But in this O-level syllabus, they don't care.
But like,
Is this the first time you see all this thing together?
nah, it's the first time I'm ever like I encountered this
Okay.
like a question.
Okay.
I've seen
I'm gonna
this
break
like
it down.
like circuit, but
I'm
not
gonna
the
break it down to
question.
3 times.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm gonna break it down to 3 points. First of all, you have the formula choosing, which is new to you. Get used to this. You will be using this a lot. Secondly, you have the analysis of the circuit itself, putting the oven and analyzing what happened with the V. That's also something that will happen a lot. Thirdly, you have the reading of the question, linking the thermistor to the heat output, also will happen a lot. This question piles everything that will happen a lot into one question. Of course, everything will sound new and confusing. Of course. But a good start. This is a good start. I want to talk about this one. Rather than talking about the heat topic, for example. Okay. Think about it. Consider it. Start writing if you're ready. If not, continue asking. I'll give you one more thing. If you want, I'll demonstrate to you what happened if the thermistor replaces the resistor up there, the 201. I'll show you that it doesn't work according to what they want.
How do I know which one to replace then?
Sorry, Joshua, I cannot hear you.
How do I know which one to replace? The
Okay, in this learning process, I mean, this is a very advanced question, okay? There is no shortcut on it. In this learning process, I'll just show you what happened when you put in the other one. Okay, so go to the next page. Now we're going to replace the other resistor. Okay, let's say now this is the thermistor and this is the fixed resistor. And then you have the PQ. And then you have the organelle heater. Okay. So now remember in this thermistor, you write especially at the first, you gotta write this thing. Temperature goes up, resistance go down. Temperature go down, resistance go up. You write this just to remind you that that's how thermistor works. Okay.
Okay.
And then you would notice that VPQ is the answer. So the next step is to consider the
Oh,
fact that you are interested in
these.
VPQ.
Okay.
Okay, VPQ.
I see it. I get
So
it. I get it. Okay.
okay. So let's see, yeah. So if resistor goes down here, then obviously VPQ goes up, correct?
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
you're dividing 6 volt, so if 6 volt is lesser here, more here, right? Okay, so this is VPQ going down, no? Correct? No? VPQ going down. So as a result, if VPQ goes up, then heat goes up, right? So basically what happened is this is heat go down. Okay, just to confirm, if 40 becomes 41, then suddenly 41 becomes 42, which is not 1.
Heat continues to go up. Right?
Correct. Correct. If you put it on the other side, it's very simple but weird, right? You just put the position differently, you get a very different result. That's the interesting part of this question or this concept. That's what they're trying to teach you. Most people don't get this. Most people will rightly find that this question is very terrible to work conceptually, because there is no formula at all. Almost no formula. You got to think through the logic. Okay. If you like physics, I will suggest that this kind of thing is more important. I'll suggest. Okay.
How should I how should I start this explanation?
Now, here's the good news. This is surprising to some people, but I will write down exactly what they accept. Okay, so in the page, so basically you have to say replace, correct? Replace 400 ohm with thermistor first, right? You have to say that first, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, done. Now the explanation. The explanation is incredibly good news, at least for me. So you'll say something like this. As temperature of food no, never mind. All right. As temperature of food arrow up, they actually accept this. Believe it or not. As temperature of food go up, R of thermistor go down. VPQ go down.
Yeah.
Heat output, or if you want heat output, you'll say V square over RT. RT goes down, restoring the food's temperature or cooling the temperature, cooling the food temperature. Vice versa. Yeah. The arrows I give you is totally acceptable to the examiner, because the examiner are, physics teacher. They think like this one. They totally understand what you're talking about. If you're not comfortable with this arrow, all you have to replace is to replace them with English words.
Down.
Increases, decreases, decreases, decreases. If you don't like it, then you replace pivot load, so the temperature of food. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Get what I mean? That's all you have to do. Frankly speaking, nobody has to do that, but some people are comfortable with that. That's fine. Let me remind you, it is not necessary. What is necessary is to get all the logic correct. They're looking for that. If you go and write fancy English and you don't get the logic
There's
correct,
a few points.
there's no point.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no point. There's no point. So they know what they want. They know what they're looking for. They know when you're bluffing. They know when your English are superfluous. Yeah, they know what. So my suggestion to write like this is not so much on is the shortest way, but it's so much that you don't enter the bluffing mode. You just focus on the logic. If you get it right, then you do whatever you want to afterwards. That's my point. Okay.
You have to say
Now,
why you don't choose A.
You can do that, but but you still have to say replace 400 ohm with thermistor. Then you must say that if you replace the 201, this will happen. So a bad thing. Unfortunately, you still have to defend the 400. You still have to say this. You gotta
Right.
understand.
No, I know. Since it's like a 3-mark question, right?
Then you shouldn't talk
Um,
about the 200. Oh, you're saying that this is not over 3 mark. Oh, this is over 4 mark, man.
That's worth 4 marks?
I would say.
Oh, okay.
So 3 marks is fine.
All right.
You don't
Okay,
have to
then.
explain the 200 one. Believe
Because
me,
it
you don't have to.
seems awfully shorter than I imagined it would be. Maybe because of the symbol?
But
I don't know.
yeah, because but the logic is not easy lah.
The logic is
The
not
logic is
easy.
not
I
easy
agree.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they always put value on the logic on the point. The presentation never really
Right.
matters
Okay.
for physics. No, it doesn't matter what it doesn't. If the logic seems hard, then you're getting it right lah. I mean, I
Mm.
hope that makes sense. Right? Okay.
All right.
Yeah, let's focus on forward-looking topics. Okay. Do you want to talk about the length question?
Just these two rates. The
Ask me. Ask me. Yeah.
second one and the last one. It's supposed to
Yeah.
converge at I, right?
You're right. So the second and the fourth are the not the useless one, but the
Not that
non-standard
important.
one, right? The non-standard ray.
Yeah.
It's not that important. No. They will ask you to draw one. They will ask you, but you realize that they are non-standard. So you know that you cannot do them first. No? You must do the first and third one because they are standard.
Yeah.
Correct? You realize that. And the moment you do the first and third one, yes, you are right, Lo. The second and the fourth must be completed and they just follow the finishing point. So in your mind, they behave very differently from the first and the third one. The first and third one, you can predict. The second and fourth one, you're just following the prediction. They are useless that way lah. They are useless that way. They are a burden that way. They are a distraction that way. And you know what? They keep coming. They really like to test you like that. They really like it. Okay. So as long as you know that, you're fine.
Sorry, I need a.
Which one, Joshua?
I'm kind of rusty on the focal length.
Really, yeah. Okay, wait. Okay. So the first and the third ray are standard rays.
Right.
The second one, the third one is standard because you just go through the center of the lens. Doesn't have anything to do with focus. But the first standard one has something to do with focus. Parallel goes through focus.
and then
Hello,
this-
hello.
Yep.
That's the focus. Yeah, that's why the first and the third, whatever lah. The standard lines are useful for many things lah. That's why. Yes, Richard, I can see you. Can you hear?
Ya, lupa aku.
Oke.
Sampai
Ya,
wah,
ya, ya.
parah.
Holiday homework dulu. Ada holiday homework nggak?
Holiday homeworknya ya cuma prelim paper gitu, Pak.
Oke, bakal diperiksa nggak?
Bakal diapain?
Bakal diperiksa nggak sama teacher?
Kayaknya sih nggak tahu sih, biasanya nggak dicek.
Nah,
Tak
kalau
kerjain
nggak
dewe kok
dicek,
nggak apa-apa.
ya kalau nggak dicek tetap kamu mau ngerjain. Maksudnya
Ya.
begitu. Ya apa enggak? Then it doesn't matter. Good, good. Oke, ya udah kita kerjain. Kita punya 45 menit. Kamu harus pilih pertanyaan-pertanyaan yang kamu mau tanya. Sekarang mulainya begini. Kamu pilih dulu pertanyaannya. Pilih maksimum 4. Kita kayak nggak punya waktu lebih dari 4 sih. Oke, Richard? Yep. Time
Oke.
is short. Pilih dulu 4. Quickly. Oke, put it in Jamboard. Maksudnya ketika kamu pilih, kamu snapshot taruh ke Jamboard. Kalau nggak bisa, kasih tahu.
Oke, boy. Maksudnya prelim paper yang dari
Ya,
Google Drive ya?
holiday homework-nya lah.
Oh,
Bukan. Holiday homework. Kita
holiday
fokus ke holiday
homeworknya
homework dulu.
apa itu physical copy?
Nggak apa-apa. Take a picture. Jadi
Ya, ya.
kamu kan baca nih. Terus kamu milih kan. Nggak tahu deh kamu gimana milih. Pokoknya pilih yang worth ditanya lah kan.
Oke,
Terus kamu
boleh.
take a picture pakai WhatsApp. Take a picture pakai
Cik,
WhatsApp.
tapi aku harus
kirim ke
nyari
WhatsApp-ku.
holiday homeworkku.
Ya harus lah. Ya cepet. Oh, you're done with the lens one, Joshua. You're done. Just to confirm.
Yeah, sort of.
Right. Okay, so the properties are definitely inverted or upright, magnify or diminish, and real. So you know that. Okay, good. Now this is definitely looking forward, right? This looks like kind of static electricity or kind of like a safety thingy, right? Right.
Yeah.
Just to confirm that this one also not discussed very much yet. Just
No,
to
She
confirm.
skimmed through
Right.
the chapters very fast.
Not good at all. These chapters are like way favorite in O-level. One more time, I've shown you last time, right? The electricity chapters and the magnetic one are at least 30% plus lah of O-level. I think I show you that already. Have I?
No, wait, hold
Have I
on.
done it? Never mind. My point is, Joshua, let's not skim through these topics. He skimmed through, we shall not skim through. We shall master this
Kayaknya
topic.
holiday homeworkku lupa di sekolah.
Jadi nggak bisa jadi homework lah.
Ya,
Oops. Okay. So, what do we want to do? I mean, what do you want to do?
ya kayak biasanya aja.
Okay. Topiknya apa? Sorry, just to update dulu. Topik terakhir itu masih apa di sekolah?
Topik terakhir yang kita diskusi apa? Ya itu probability ya.
Kita masih mau ngomongin probability karena kan susah ya probability. Ingat kan? Susah banget.
Iya.
Kamu punya TYS nggak?
TYS.
Kan dulu biasanya
Ada.
kalau beli buku kan. Oke, udah
Ada.
kita pakai TYS dulu deh. Jadi kita slow down dulu. Kita pilih soal yang dari TYS karena TYS lebih gampang biasanya. TYS yang topical ada.
Iya.
Oke. Ambil TYS topical, go to probability, take a picture, let's start.
Bentar.
Joshua, yes. Shall we talk about this?
Electrons will flow from here to this side.
No, it will not flow. It's not connected. It will just gather.
Okay. No, it says
Okay. Let's talk about it. Yes. You're saying.
induction. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah. So the electron will gather, but electron cannot jump, okay? Cannot
Yeah,
jump
yeah.
through the air gap lah. So there's no arrow, just electron gathering there. And you're using the right verb. The electron is the one moving. You cannot say that positive charges gather, right? You must say electrons move lah. So electron will move to the left-hand side of the plate. That's probably the starting point. That's cannot be positive. That must be negative, isn't it? That must be negative, isn't it? Right? Wait, what? I'm gonna copy your question. Again, just to clarify, Joshua, are we moving too fast?
No, no.
Okay. So Jamboard, please. What? Sorry, picture is very. Okay. So positively charged. Yeah, Richard, kenapa?
Ya, lagi foto ni.
Okay. Kau udah kasih tahu ya. Jadi this electron will gather lah, correct? Being attracted.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so electrons will be there now. And check passing induction to leave inertia. Then what will happen is this. Okay, what will happen is this, because you must realize once you remove the rod, everything goes back to the rod. Why? Because frankly speaking, there's a positive end here. Once you remove the rod, the electron will simply go back to its original position. Therefore, everything is neutral. Do you understand this point?
If you ground it, then what happens? Because there's like.
All right, good. So now you have a suspicion that the lead connection to Earth will be useful, because just with the positively charged rod, it doesn't happen. Nothing much happens. Fair, yeah? So now, the insulator. I'm sorry. So I should be putting negative sign on the metal plate, not the insulator. Let's pretend that the insulator nothing happened. Let's pretend that for now. Okay. Let's pretend that for now. We'll talk about it. Okay. Now, once this happens, you're gonna hold. And then you're going to connect to Earth, right? Connect to. Okay. Now, once you connect to Earth, you will realize that electrons will start to flow up here and neutralize this.
But won't there be like the same amount of charge? Because
No.
here.
No. This stays. This electron will not be added. Electron will not add to electron, okay? That's not what electrons do, cannot, right?
Yeah.
And this electron will also not flow back to Earth, even though there is a connection to Earth, because it is being held. It's being held by the positively charged rod. Close back. Hold it, you don't get to go anywhere. Understand?
Okay.
But this positive charge are not being held. So electron basically just can flow here and then neutralizes this.
It will neutralize the positive charges.
Yeah. So that's the second step. Now the third step is to cut.
So if it's here, right? Okay.
Yes.
All the attract
Okay, go ahead.
electrons are here, so the positive stuff are here. So that means this will have like a sort of like
Oke,
a
udah selesai.
negative
Sorry,
charge.
Richard, ada lagi nggak? Sorry, just a minute aja, Joshua. Richard, is there
Ada.
anything else? There's only one. Oke,
Oh,
semuanya aja dulu,
semuanya,
semuanya
oke,
dulu.
oke.
Bukan semuanya, maksudnya setidaknya oke satu. Mungkin tambah dua lagi lah, 2 halaman. Udah
Dua
cukup.
lagi, oke, boleh.
Ya, 2 lagi. Oke, karena nggak terlalu susah ternyata, nggak terlalu susah. As expected lah.
Oke.
Oke, 2. Yeah, Joshua, you're saying, okay.
So this will create like a negative charge, negative region, I would say, in the rod.
In the
And
yeah.
then
Okay, that's the first
causing-
step, right? That's the first
yeah.
step, right? That's the
So
first step.
then
Okay,
the
good.
positive electrons will flow from the Earth and neutralize
Once you
all of
connect
this.
it to Earth, neutralize
Yeah.
this, but
Neutralize
the
this
negative
and
end
down.
stays negative. Negative end stays negative.
Right. Okay. So you're like adding
then-
electrons without
Yeah,
removing
adding
electrons.
electrons. Correct.
Okay.
And then you cut the Earth connection. Cut
And
the Earth
cut it.
connection. That's number
And then
3.
this will be neutralized.
Before you break the hole, before you break the positively charged rod hole, the positively charged rod hole shall be held until the end. If you miss this step, you also don't get it.
Right.
You
Okay.
gotta hold it until the end. You break the Earth connection. For 4 marks, no wonder lah.
Rod, yeah, 4 steps for 4 marks. That's fine.
Good, Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. C3 diagram. Yeah, quite simple. Good. Good,
Okay.
Richard. Good. Okay, number 2, right? Number 2.
Hmm.
Okay, let's take with 2 lah. Okay, dua dulu deh. Dah, 2 aja dulu. Yuk,
Oke.
taruh dulu. Let's start. Oke, aku pasang di halaman berikutnya aja. Oke, aku yang copy aja lah. Terus kamu mulai ngerjain yang pertama. Yuk. Hari ini kena waktunya soalnya. Oke.
Bisa sampai lupa.
Oke.
Ngawur.
Hmm. Oke, yuk. Kita ngerjain. Aku nggak kasih tahu dulu ya. Kalau ada masalah langsung nanya. Karena agen waktunya singkat.
Do I have to explain like the negative region and all that? Negative charge at the
You
end of
just
the
say
rod?
that, maybe you just say that the left end is negatively charged, the right end is positively charged. Maybe use simple phrases like that is more than it. You answer your question?
What would you say the right end is positively charged?
Yeah.
Because like
I'll say both. I'll say that the positively charged rod held close to the metal plate will cause the left end of the metal plate to be negative and the right end to be positively charged because the electron flows through. A lot of long Englishes here, very difficult to shorten. Now you know why I introduced the short sentence, the short form on the previous topic, because other topics cannot be shortened. You cannot get very high marks if every composition question you gotta write very long. You gotta find some time here, find some time there, and then the ones that cannot be shortened has to be done properly. Okay, take it like that.
Ini baca grafnya gimana caranya?
Baca grafnya nggak susah. Jadi namanya kan bar graph. Jadi sebenarnya pertama kita bilang dulu ini angkanya 2. Ngerti nggak kenapa ini?
Soalnya ini. 2 maksudnya? 2.
Jadi maksudnya apa? Ini kan 5. Gitu. Jadi ini 2
berarti
nih. Kenapa? Ya, karena aku ukur aja itu 2. Coba diukur. Ini 4.
berarti ini
Ini
21.
benar-benar ukur loh. Yang mana?
Oh ya.
Oke. Mark. Jadi mark semuanya dulu. Jadi sebelum kamu ngerjain, kamu harus nandain dulu lah semuanya lah. Kira-kira kan gitu. Semuanya tandain.
Ini kan 4/5. Berarti yang ini. Yang di tengah ini.
Between 4 and 5. Ya. Oke. Jadi kan 21.
Oke, berarti
good.
21.
Good. Nah, tapi untuk answer yang B, kayaknya sih semuanya harus kamu tandain.
Oh ya, harus.
Atau
Berarti,
yang, ya pokoknya kamu belajarin nandain semuanya lah. Kan sekalian belajar baca kan.
ya.
Josh, are you okay so far? Josh.
Okay. Wait, sorry, I need to see. No, sorry.
Okay, again, let me help you because new topic so that you can answer a bit more. Okay.
First, the metal plate electrons will neutralize the positive charges. No, because you said it will create a positive charge at the end of the rod, right? Like the other end.
No, don't say create. No, sorry, cannot say create.
Give.
The verb cannot. Okay. What I will do, I did something wrong. So what I will do is that I will mention the electron flow. So again, holding the rod will cause electron to flow from the right end to the left end. I will mention that first. Forgive me, I should have mentioned that at the start. I should have mentioned that, and then the conclusion that the left hand is negatively charged, the right hand is positively charged is just a given because I mentioned the electron. Am I making any sense?
Okay.
They call it the topic static electricity. Yeah. This is far from static. Every time you answer a question like this, you gotta mention the electron flow, which is not static at all. Every time the solution is about electron flow here and there, even though, let me repeat, the topic is static vectors. When you connect the rod to Earth, electron flow again. You get what I mean? Is another
Mhm.
electron. Right. So you focus on. Okay. Any problem, please tell.
Right hand side of the rod into the left hand side.
I will just say right hand, left hand, shorter, a lot of English here. Right? Shortening your English.
And right
At
hand
least 5, right?
to the left hand.
Oke,
This
Richard, agak bahaya ya. Sorry, aku stop ya, Richard ya. Jadi
Ya.
ini angkanya berapa? Tolong kasih tahu dong angkanya. Tolong baca dulu angkanya berapa. Kasih tahu
Ini
dulu.
9, ini
Good, good, good.
14, ini
Very
4.
good. Jadi ini 14 dan ya, oke, aku setuju nih semua. Nah, dia kan bilang at least 5 kan. At least 5 berarti di sini dong, yang dua ini dong. Ini at least 5.
Oh,
Halo, jadi salah.
salah baca.
Ya, harus baca dengan baik. Jangan buru-buru. Walaupun aku bilang cepet, tapi jangan buru-buru, nggak belajar apa-apa. Ya, jangan. Ya.
4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7.
4 to 5 nggak hitung. 4 to 5 tuh
Oh,
nggak
at
at least 5.
least 5.
Baca. Ya, harus baca. Josh, are you okay? Just checking.
Okay, wait. Left,
All right.
right end to left end. Then can you mention Earth? Earth, the metal plate. Electrons from
Yeah, as you connect the lead to Earth, electrons will flow from Earth to the right end of the metal plate, neutralizing the positive charge.
Oke.
Boleh cek answer key dulu, Richard?
Wah, answer keyku belum tak keluarin. Oke, bentar. Tapi harusnya
Cari aja,
bener kok.
kita udah butuh kok. Tapi anyway, kamu bakal butuh answer key kok, so might as well, eh? Is that okay, Joshua?
okay. All right. Uh, um, Earth will neutralize. And then disconnect the lead, right?
Well, after, yeah, there's the third step lah. You disconnect the Earth, and then you break the hole, and then the negative charge will spread.
Um,
Ini nyariinnya kayak ya apa caranya? Aku nggak bisa nemu.
Coba lihat bentar. Ya udah. For now, question 7 dulu. Tapi kamu bakal perlu answer key-nya ya. Cari ya.
Maksudnya nyari page-nya di sebelah kirinya. Wah, gak di bawah.
Oh, udah ada.
Iya, nyari page berapa ini loh. Agak repot. Eh,
Just checking. Are you okay?
think so.
Because I
Lah.
cannot read your working too
Yeah.
well. I cannot read your writing too well. Okay, as long as it's okay, it's okay.
Lah, aku answer key dikasih yang O level.
Wah, ngaco. Oke, masuk sekolah langsung lapor.
Ya.
Kalau sekolah nggak bisa nyelesain, kita langsung beli yang baru. Jangan mau rugi.
Nah, ini suitable
Lebih
for
rugi.
N level gini.
Iya. Ini kayaknya standar pertanyaan sih definitely bukan O level sih, lebih gampang. Coba lihat TYS-nya. TYS-nya TYS N level. Benar nggak?
Aha. Tapi ini
Cek. Nah,
ini apa ini? Ya, ini yang kecil ini kan.
coba cek di sampul aja. Cek di sampul aja.
Tak
Misalnya aku
bikin
nggak
ini.
bisa lihat. Cek sampul aja.
Tak bikin ini dulu.
Ya.
Ini.
Udah lihat. Sip. Coba lihat. Ini TYS.
Ini O level ini.
Nah, itu
TYS-nya
O
yang
level.
ini.
NA level. Benar. N level tuh benar.
Yang ini
N
yang
level,
benar TYS-nya. Wah, aku
Ya,
berarti
ini benar
kasih yang
TYS-nya.
salah. Yes, aku tak
What?
ke sekolah dulu.
Oke. Terus kalau nggak bisa diselesain, kita langsung beli yang baru aja. Jangan mau rugi.
Yap.
Jangan mau rugi waktu Mas ya. Jangan mau rugi.
Ya.
Ya, dolar cuma dolar lah. Oke.
Uh,
Josh, do you want
the
part 2?
next question is stating on how
Okay,
to save
thanks. Make what
charge.
Okay, I
Oh,
don't
it's just
understand. Oh, you already explained it on the first one.
yeah. That's
So the
fine
first
then.
one is only the stating the step. So
Yeah.
yeah, okay, yeah. I mean,
Okay,
yeah. So I
that's
think you
fine.
got 7
That's
marks lah
okay.
if you, I mean, definitely worth the effort, lah, right?
Mhm.
Okay, you'll see how your teacher divided better. I'm just teaching you the concept. Let's see how your teacher refined it. Of course, pay attention to your teacher. If your teacher do not come back to this, actually, she will come. She will have to be. She will have to come back. Definitely. The exam will suffer one. Definitely.
Okay.
Okay. If you're comfortable, don't spend too much time here. Let's move on to the next. Right? If you're comfortable. Oke, Richard, kita coba aja question 7. Oke, good. Ya, dihapus saja. Good, bagus. Ya,
Eh,
ya bagus, bagus. Oke, sip.
Oke. Six-sided dice.
Di,
Berarti satu, dua. Six-sided dice itu apa?
jadi, six-sided dice kan yang normal aja. Dadu yang 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lah. Terus, ada 2. Two six-sided dice. Ada 2 dadunya. Terus,
Oh.
fair tuh maksudnya fair itu normal-normal aja. Maksudnya, kalau kita nonton film kalau kita film main kartu, film gamble, nanti ada orang yang bisa curang dadunya. Dadunya itu nggak fair, dadunya itu ngarah ke angka tertentu. Nah, jadi di sini
Ya,
dibilang
oke.
fair berarti ya dadu biasa aja lah, dadu normal.
Oke.
Ya bagus, kita nggak pusing
Jadi
gitu.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh my goodness, Josh.
5, 6.
Okay, Joshua. For your information, this qualifies as what? The surprise or unfamiliar question. All the questions that we'll talk about, even though you feel unfamiliar, are supposed to be familiar by the time you finish the syllabus or finish that. Okay, clear that? So I keep saying, okay, they like to ask this, they like to ask it. The moment I say they like to ask this, they like to ask that, you know that that's going to be standard. This toner thingy clearly is testing you on the unfamiliar thing. You are then supposed to, read the question, understand the context, blah, 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 and then find something familiar to apply. This is it. Okay. Okay. The good thing about this question is at least they give you a very clear indication what topic. It will be static electricity because A and B. That's just their way of hinting to you. Yo, think static, man. Okay.
Okay.
However, there will be many new things. Now I'll give you an option, Joshua. You can skip this first lah, because you might not even be familiar with what you're supposed to be familiar with. So it doesn't help too much lah. Skip to the other one first. We'll come back later. Next week, whatever now. Okay, that will be better lah. That will be better. If not, then it will be too hard. Well, this is important. Is it important?
No.
This is supposed to be part of syllabus lah. This is not it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about it. Okay. Oke, good. Jadi Richard, kamu otomatis bikin tabelnya. Aku setuju ya, aku setuju. Yang possible score-nya tuh nggak bisa ditulis sekarang sampai you bikin tabel. Nggak bisa. Nggak bisa. Jadi jangan tulis dulu. Ya, bikin tabelnya dulu. Terus subtract the smaller number from the larger number, right?
Sorry, when
Nah,
they say
yes.
initial rate of rise, how initial is it?
Initial rate of rise in temperature, right? Initial rate of rise. Okay, a very, very fancy, very confusing phrase. Okay, but rate you learn from AMAT, you're AMAT student, right? From
Yeah.
AMAT, you just learn the factor.
BYD, right?
That rate will be something dt, ma. Correct?
Yeah.
Rate will be something dt. So I don't understand what is the rate of rise in temperature. It's very confusing. I will pretend that it's just initial rate of temperature change. The point is it's going to be d big T, d small t. That's the point. That's my point. Okay? D big T, D small t, which is basically just a gradient of this graph lah at point zero. Am I making any sense? Nah, Richard, kamu boleh bikin tabel ini, tapi kamu terlalu nggak straightforward. Dia mintanya gini, subtract the smaller number from the larger number. Daripada kamu nulis 1,1, kan is very obvious bahwa ini tuh 1,1, kelihatan dari sini. Jangan, kamu seharusnya tulisnya 0
Satu.
aja langsung.
Oh, oh.
Jadi aku agak bingung sih, mestinya ini 0 sama 1, cuma aku pretend aja 1 minus 1 lah, ada 0 aja lah.
Nah, tapi kan
Terus ini,
aku diajari ya kalau ada dua pair sided dice terus sama, ada possibility-nya itu, maksudnya dice pertama itu yang mana? Yang ini yang bisa pertama, yang ini bisa kedua. Terus sisa baliknya dua. Yang ini yang
nggak
bisa
masalah sih.
dua-dua, ini
Ya,
bisa
nggak masalah kok.
nggak masalah kok.
Bener kok, nggak masalah di dalam soal ini. Ya, mungkin di soal lain bermasalah.
Ya,
Di dalam soal ini, seharusnya enggak. Kita cuma tulis aja lah. Gua maunya di sini dice 1, sini dice 2, ditulis aja begitu. Pokoknya gue maunya gitulah. Jadi terserah lo, tulis aja. Nah, tapi yang aku kurang suka dari tabelmu adalah kamu nulis yang enggak straightforward ke soalnya. Kamu mendingan isi tabelnya dengan yang soalnya mau. Karena
jadi
ada
ini
soal yang
kosong,
bilang gini,
kosong, kosong, kosong,
nah
kosong
ini
ini.
kosong, nah ini kosong itu. Nah, yang adanya angka-angka itu kurang bagus, kurang agak enggak apa membingungkan gitu, membingungkan. Membingungkan kita sendiri. Jangan. Ya, hapus aja, hapus. Terus sisanya juga kayak gitu aja mendingan.
Harus dihapus kabel.
Bener, lebih gampang dihapus semua ini. Lebih gampang.
Parah.
Iya, ya. Nggak apa-apa, belajar, belajar. Ya. Ah. Okay, good, Joshua. So you're just using, how to say, you're just using math lah, graph lah to
Yeah.
to the next. So that's good lah. Okay, good. Yeah, suddenly this
Satu,
changes to thermal, right?
tiga.
Yeah,
The whole
yeah,
thing's
yeah. Okay, good,
thermal.
Richard. Yeah, this is just thermal already, right? Because basically Q in, Q out, nah. Correct. Q in equals to Q out, the temperature is constant. Ah, same thing lah. Yeah, thermal.
Oh, oke.
Ya, udah mulai kelihatan gayanya kan. Karena nanti dia naik 4 kan. Nah, udah mulai kelihatan. Isi aja seluruh tabelnya. Oke, harus diisi semua biar jelas.
Oh, ini tabelnya salah.
Jadi, jadi
5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kosongnya salah. Kosong,
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. So, 1. Pas sih. 2, so. Iya. Oke, udah.
oke, good. Nah, itu udah, jadi possible score-nya itu adalah 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If that makes sense.
Ah,
Masuk akal nggak? Itu possible score-nya.
ya,
Nggak ada skor 6.
lah.
Richard, oke?
Ada servis AC loh
Boleh. Oke.
di kamarku. Dengar atau enggak? Enggak dengar dong.
Aku enggak. Aku aman. Aku aman.
Oke, sip.
Kamu oke?
Aku gak bisa denger.
Maksudnya
Iya,
kamu
iya.
di sana berisik banget, maksudnya. Berisik
Iya,
banget.
iya, agak berisik lah.
What?
Tak gede no
Bisa
suaranya.
konsen nggak?
Bisa lah.
Oke. Berarti skornya itu 0 sampai 5, bukan 1 sampai 6. Jawaban A kamu tuh bukan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Salah. Tapi 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nyambung?
Nyambung.
Oke.
Oke.
Oh. Okay, Joshua, the water is not boiling. Are you sure the water is boiling? Water boils at 100 degrees. That's very far from 100 degrees. Are you sure about
Right.
this? Yeah, I don't think
Not
that's
boiling.
it. I don't think so. It's very far. It's very. Richard, untuk tabel kamu tuh bagus. Jadi jawaban B itu jadi obvious berdasarkan
Iya.
tabelmu. Karena tabelmu bagus. Jawabannya apa? Dari tabel kelihatan. 1/9. Nah, nanti 1/4. Probability 4 itu adalah 4/36 ya. Kamu harus tulis 4/36 dulu baru kelihatan. Very good. Jadi sekarang tabelmu berguna. Jelas ya, tabel yang tadi itu kurang berguna.
Ya.
Tapi jelas juga bahwa kamu harus punya tabel. Kalau nggak ada tabel juga nggak bagus gitu. Kira-kira begitu.
Ya.
Oke, good. Any other question?
Enggak.
Kita
Buat
nggak
yang
punya
pertanyaannya.
space. Oh, aduh dihapus. Ya udah boleh, dihapus juga boleh. Sip, sip. Mungkin habis ini kita bikin yang baru deh besok.
Ada page 20 ada satu.
Betul. Ya, kerjain nomor 8. Joshua, look, Q in equals to Q out. Look, it's the same thing. The heat is being supplied, Q in. How come the temperature is not rising? Because Q in is the same as Q out. There is no net Q. The same concept from thermal. Correct or not? Because Q in equals to Q out, income equals to expense. What you get out of your what you get is equal to what you spend. There is no increase in your saving. There's no increase in temperature.
Okay.
Does this make any sense?
Okay. But
Then, of course, the question never say about Q out. Of course. No surprise. And yet you're supposed to think like that. And yet. Can you accept that?
because
That's
it has achieved
I feel that that's your
thermal
problem.
equilibrium.
Yeah. I guess you can call it that way. You can call it that way. But temperature don't change clearly because there is no net Q. Clearly, that's what you're learning. Of course, the other option is there's a change of phase. You're saying that boiling, change of phase.
Yeah.
So there are two options. Either you're changing phase. So that's not thermal equilibrium. Thermal equilibrium is not phase changing. It is not a thermal equilibrium. Definitely heat is still going in a different rate than heat going out. But this one, I will argue, better use Q in equals to Q out. Even though the question never leads you towards thinking Q out. That is part of your problem, I believe, Joshua. You don't think about Q out until the question explicitly says.
Right.
I don't think that's what the syllabus is aiming. I think the syllabus is aiming for you to have it in your pocket. And just say, I think this is the case. Must be one lah.
Ko Philip ini apa ngerjainnya? Yang ini.
Ya. Oke, jadi green, blue, and yellow. Oke, berarti ya. Probability, nah ini kan lebih mirip yang waktu itu ya.
Iya.
Mirip nggak? Yang waktu kita kerjain di O-level. Oh, ternyata susah juga probability and level ya. Jadi ternyata latihan yang O-level bagus juga lah. Oke, kita lihat. Jadi ingat, yang waktu aku bilang, kamu ada satu konsep yang kamu belum pakai sama sekali, yaitu bahwa totalnya itu 100%. Kamu nggak pakai konsep itu. Waktu itu kamu juga nggak pakai. Nah, sekarang aku bilang gitu, kamu masih nggak nangkap nih. Green itu
nangkap dikit.
0 point. Oke. Nah.
Berarti ini
Kalau
tuh
gitu, gimana? Yellow itu berapa?
yellow itu kan berarti 45 dari 100.
Itu green 45%, bagus.
Ya.
Lalu blue itu kan 30%, ya kan, gitu kan. Jadi yellow berapa? Joshua, are you okay? Are you sure, Joshua?
Thermal equilibrium, right?
Yeah. So the explanation must be because Q in, Q out equals to Q in lah. Then you explain the Q out. you wanna give scenarios of Q out.
Q out is from
You
whose
wanna,
perspective? Water's perspective?
as in, how does the Q out happen? You want to mention that. And then the Q out will always be in three forms, no? Convection, conduction, or radiation. You want to explain it that way.
Oh, so from the
It's a very standard way of explaining things. You always learn conduction, conduction, radiation from Sec 1, Sec 2 for this purpose. The moment there is some sort of heat transfer, you just whack, okay, maybe conduction, maybe convection, maybe radiation, maybe both, and maybe all. Try that thing. It's a very standard way of answering.
Q in equals to Q in.
Out. Q out
Q
equals to
out.
Q in. Yeah. And the Q out comes from this. That. Don't know how many marks that.
Q out.
Richard, berapa persen nih yellow? Boleh pakai kalkulator? Berapa persen? Richard, okay, Richard.
Is it emitted? Is it like?
Halo?
Is it like?
Ya, sorry.
Ya, Richard. Ya. Kenapa, Richard?
Anjingku dimasukno ke kamarku lho, terus moro-moro eok di kamarku.
What?
Oh.
Aduh. Oke. Kamu kayak YouTuber aja. Sambil ngerjain soal, kamu ambil peluk-peluk anjingnya. Oke, Joshua,
Ya,
show me
ya.
the question. Show me the question, Mama.
So
how to do that?
electrical
Okay.
heater.
Heat water in a plastic cup without a lid. There you go.
And then use convection.
So convection confirm already. Must be lah, must be. I would say convection is your best bet, and I would definitely think of radiation lah. Because you know the cup is currently 65 degree and the whole room is just 35 degree. You know, radiation will also happen. So convection and radiation already. Definitely one. The question doesn't even hint you that you should think like that. And yet, this is very standard to expect you to think like. Get used to it. This is standard. This is not unfamiliar.
Right, okay, right.
Okay. Richard, ini yellow-nya berapa? 27. Berapa? Berapa? Oh, 27.
25.
25, oke. Udah cek dulu. Ya, 25 aku setuju. Sip, ya, 25. Terus, apakah itu membantumu?
Enggak bantu. Tapi mungkin buat
Oh,
yang
jangan salah. Part B.
buat yang B ya tahu, tapi buat yang A
Ya,
ya
betul.
enggak terlalu. Yang A
Oke.
itu possibility green or
Blue or green? Ya, gimana tuh?
blue sama dengan 45 100 plus 30 100 sama dengan
Are you happy,
75
Joshua?
100
Okay. Are you happy? You
Is
just
it
have to word out
given
the
away?
convection.
sama dengan
Transferred out.
Transfer.
Q
Oke.
out, nah. Q out. Transfer. Oke, good. Ya udah, yang terakhir, yang B. Yang ketiga. Okay, Joshua. So for calculation, Q in equals to out, still the most important thing. For English composition, Q in and Q out turns out to be also something very important, right? If you're happy, we can move on. If you really want the sentencing, let me help you, Joshua.
Q in equals to Q out. Q out is being transferred out to connection and
Radiation.
and radiation. And
Yeah. So the convection is
Q
this
net
and
equals
radiation.
0.
Yeah. Net Q or sigma Q or total Q, whatever.
And total Q equals to 0. Okay. Move on.
kamarku bau
Kenapa, Richard? Ya, oke.
bau.
Part B langsung settle. Ya,
Saya bentar, aku ngambil parfum dulu nih.
boleh, ya. Okay, Josh. Again, sorry, Josh, you still want the sentencing? Or you're just
No,
doing
okay.
it?
I think I'm okay.
Okay.
Sketch online to show the new version.
So you reach something higher lah. Right. I would agree with you. I think the heating is also slightly faster lah, I feel. Because you're losing a bit less. So I don't think it will be exactly the same. I'm not sure whether I'm nitpicking or not. But I personally will draw it to be slightly faster, but quite a lot higher. Right. Yeah, maybe something like that. I don't know. Right.
That's weird. It says temperature stops rising at the same temperature. At this temperature stops rising at the same temperature.
Oh, wow. That might make sense. Let me think for one. Wait, that might makes a lot of sense. Let me think for one. No, what?
That doesn't make sense. Because Q out is not the same anymore.
Okay, the only reason you're losing the heat based on radiation and convection, right? That one we agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's basically saying that
Oke.
it's kind of weird. This is a bit deeper than what it should be.
Hmm.
Okay, Richard, finish up yang B ya. Ayo. Okay, Joshua, I don't think I've ever had to explain this. That's so weird. Why do I? Wait, let me think for a while. Let me think for a while. Okay, I'm gonna ask you something, Joshua. Tell me yes or no. Okay. Did your teacher ever explain to you this? Radiation is greater if the temperature difference is greater.
Oh.
Okay. So let me mention conduction. Okay. So the phrase looks like this. Conduction is gonna be more or greater, higher rate of conduction. Okay. Good, Richard. Good. Higher rate of conduction if the temperature difference is greater. So a small temperature difference, I don't know, let's say 38 and 35, will have conduction, but it's very slow. The fact is because the temperature difference itself is
Okay.
small. As far as I can tell, this is not emphasized or even taught in O-level syllabus. Have you heard something like that before? Or does it make some sense? Good, Richard. Itu udah gampang. Oke, kita move on ya ke next page ya. Sekarang ada probability tree lah. Tell me, Joshua.
I have no clue. I've never heard of it.
Now we have to rely on your sense. You have to rely on your sense. I'm not sure why this is needed. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I think it's needed for part. So conduction will be much faster if the temperature difference is also big. Let me put it another way. So if the water drops 10 centimeter, it's going to drop slowly. If the water drops 10 meter, it's going to drop very fast. And as a result, the water also moves faster. In a sense, you get more water if your temperature difference is higher, or in this case, your height difference is bigger. Am I making this easier or harder? So I can explain this like that, right?
This a bit harder. I think. Yeah, wait, give me like
Uh,
Damn, okay. More height, that means it will fall faster.
No. Okay, I'm sorry. That's not good. Wait. Yeah, look at the graph. Look at the graph. Look at the graph. The graph says something like it's no, I cannot say that. Why am I supposed to explain this? Wait a minute, this is not part of the class. Wait a minute. What's going on?
It is 2 marks to draw the graph. So I suspect it's also part of the thing.
Uses are very different. I don't know. Let me think about it. Sorry, yeah. I'm gonna take a picture. Let me think about it. Okay. Let me think about it. Okay. Please show me the next question. I'll just take. Richard,
I'm taking
bisa
that.
bikin yang halaman berikutnya nggak? Richard, halaman apa?
Oh ya,
Yeah. Show me the next page, Joshua. Okay, just no, the page that I say is confusing. The question, the thermal question, the one that asks you to draw the graph on. No, the same question, the same question. No, the same question, or the question just now, the graph question, the thermal graph question. Can you hear me, Joshua? Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I was getting my paper.
Right.
Another paper.
Okay, show me the thermal question. No, show me the thermal question. I don't want to copy because I want to think about it. Okay, then flip to the next page. The confusing question. The one I say is confusing. Okay, let me copy. Okay, thank you.
Do you
Right,
have the
I'll
graph?
reply later. No need. Okay, thank you. Richard, bisa nggak yang 3?
ya.
Okay, tolong diisi kalau begitu. Every tree diagram will have a letter or a
Without
note lah,
replacement.
black, white, without replacement. Jadi mempengaruhi fractionnya. Okay, black. Okay, 4, very good. 4/7. Yes, very good. Ya, pakai logic. Okay, I'll just follow you for the last one. Last one, you choose to draw this, and I guess that's fine.
Oke.
Okay, just for your O-level physics, you better have a longer ruler, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that would help a lot. That would help a lot. How did you decide? How did you decide? Okay, the first line you draw is very confusing to me because you do not know where the lens is, right?
Yeah, I don't know where it's, so it's
Good. Yeah, you're supposed to draw the
first line.
second line first to find where the lens is. Jadi good, Richard, udah mulai yang bagus. Ini semua bagus banget. Oke, good. Oke, ini semua bagus. Jadi sekarang part 2 ya. Aku mau ngajarin part 2. Ngerti nggak gimana cara Richard? Kalau nggak ngerti, aku mau aja.
Nah,
Oke, jadi intinya begini. Cara workingnya tuh gampang banget. Ini BB. Ini BW. Ini WB. Ini WW. This always happens in the tree diagram. Kombinasinya kayak gitu.
oh,
Oke?
berarti probability
Jadi begitu
the balls are different color ya cuma 2 dari 4.
kamu harus ya, kamu salah. Oke,
Nggak
jadi
salah.
nggak kamu salah. Jadi pertama-tama kamu harus declare kepada kamu sendiri ini BW, WB. Artinya BB sama WW enggak. Itu gunanya tree-nya. Kamu harus tahu
Aha.
cabangnya itu adalah BW sama WB. Nah, kesalahan kamu adalah kamu
Oh,
pikir
tapi ini
WB itu
whiteboardnya ada
seperempat.
3.
Betul. Jadi tree diagram itu sekarang kasih tahu kamu BW itu berapa. BW itu adalah watch me. 5/8 times 3/7. Ngerti nggak ngerti, itu yang tree diagram kasih tahu kamu. WB 3/8 times 5/7. Jadi bukan seperempat. Gitu. Maksudnya bukan. Terus dua hal ini di plus saja.
Oh,
If you do this, you will be correct. Nah, sekarang karena menitnya udah habis, kamu Kamu pakai kalkulator dulu, kamu cek dulu answer key-nya benar apa enggak. Next time kita harus ngomong ini. Berarti kamu memang belum ngerti tree diagram. Penting. Tapi
Oh,
kamu cek dulu lah ini benar apa
yang
enggak.
kemarin diajak. Oh, ingat.
Very good, Joshua. Very good. Yeah. Now I know you get it. Good. I know you get it.
Berarti jawabannya
Cek dulu ya.
15 dari 28 harusnya. Enggak, soalnya aku answer key-nya kan yang anu. Oh, level.
Oh iya, benar. Aduh ya ampun. Ih, lupa.
Ini sama
Oke.
kayak yang di page 16. 16 sama 17 tadi kan.
Oh ada. Oh iya, ya udah
Ada.
bagus. Ya deh. Ya memang betul. Itu pertama kali kita ngomongin mungkin ya. Yang sulit-sulit lah. Yang kayak
Ya.
gitulah ngomonginnya. Nah, itu lebih complicated, tapi kenyataannya di N level ternyata ada juga. Bagus. Oke, Richard. You have one homework. Number 3. Udah gitu aja.
Oke, Dan.
Oke, one. Udah lah. Kamu juga lagi kayak distracted banget.
Heeh.
Oke, I will see you after holiday. Have a good one.
Oke,
Okay.
bye-bye.
Bye. Joshua, just to confirm, you
Yeah.
want this to be your last question? Anything else you want to clarify?
No, not really. That's
Everything looks fine to me right now lah. Everything looks fine. Right? If there is nothing else, I think we covered quite a few things today lah. Okay.
yeah.
Let me see. Yeah. I want to know what happened as soon as you start school. I want to know what your teacher will be discussing. Okay. All right. Good. So I'll just see you next week lah.
Okay.
Okay, Joshua.
All right.
Enjoy your holiday.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.